The Fully Geek.
Yes. Good morning, good evening, good night. Wagwan, man.
Good day.
Wagwan.
Yes, what is going on, my people?
What's good?
Yeah.
Sucker fet to the St. Lucians out there. Happy Independence Day and all that.
Yes.
Oh, well, I thought that was
The
yesterday.
thing is,
I know, but it doesn't matter.
I wanted to respond with Patwa, but I'm just lost for words, innit? Yeah, so all that.
You're
Bring
gonna
up the solution crew.
no sucker fet do. No.
but I'm trying to think of a response, innit? And it's like, oh no, I'm on the spot, man. I probably disrespect to my whole island, man.
Just say Charlie boy. Or something like that, you know what I mean?
Sorry, Mum. Sorry.
Yes, man. What's happening? Welcome back, episode 70, Fully Geek Pod.
Yeah.
We are.
Wait, did I say
here.
70 or did I say 80? I don't know what I said.
No, it's actually 80.
We've gone back in time, yeah.
It's episode 80. Yeah. Thank you for none of you correcting me.
Right. They'll probably let it roll as well. That's the thing.
Okay, I'm glad that I'm still here after last week's drilling. I had a lot of people trying to get onto me about what I need to do for next year. So thank you.
All
very
right.
much.
This is what we're here for. You know what I mean? It's education. It's what education, isn't it?
Looking after our peoples.
You know what I mean? So next year now.
No.
Sweet and lovely.
That wouldn't even be the point. Like if it was that person that said it, I'd fair enough. It wasn't that person. It was just randoms. It was just random. Every Tom, Dick, and Harry wanted to tell me what I should be doing. Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Don't worry, I'll get you all back. All right, have you lot's week been? Go on, guys. Let's see if we can do more than last week. How's your week been, guys?
Yeah.
It's been exciting, man. It's been so exciting.
Yeah, the sun's up. It's like no jacket weather.
But I don't understand. 2 weeks ago was snow for 4 days. And then I don't get it. Now it's fully summertime.
It's the apocalypse, bro.
Let's not use the word summer. It's not summer.
I know. But what I'm trying to say,
it's not even spring, guys.
is it t-shirt weather though? Is it t-shirt weather?
No.
You know,
it's not.
Hold on. You don't Nate wear shorts in winter time. I don't know what he's talking about, you know.
What, inside his house or outside?
No, outside. He's one of them brothers, yeah, that you see when it's like 13 degrees, busting shorts. And he's trying to say it's not t-shirt weather.
Okay,
I can't lie to you. I was in my garden. I was in my garden, on I think Saturday or Sunday in t-shirts, straight.
But that's acceptable.
Why?
In your garden?
What's
in
the
your garden.
difference?
You're in your premises. What? You're going to go Tesco with a t-shirt, yeah?
I was going to.
Huh?
Yeah, I was going to, but I thought, let me just put a jumper on instead.
I'm gonna be real. It's not that warm. It's like the sun is deceiving. The sun will make it think it's warm, but it's not.
Apparently, it's gonna be like 70 degrees tomorrow. So.
It's tanning weather.
Barbados, mate. It's like Barbados.
Barbados.
Like Barbados, babes.
Guys, we have clearly been in this country too long, boy.
Too long.
We have not been on holiday for a long time. We're celebrating.
I'm ready to go back in the attic and get my fan out, bro. Straight.
Bro. Factor 50 and all sorts, bro.
But Merv, I will give you this.
Yeah.
I went on my walk Sunday morning.
Yeah.
And as I was walking, I started seeing the first elements of spring. You remember last time you said that the flowers were starting to spring up?
The daffodils, bro.
They were there. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
I said, has Merv come and planted these for me to see them? But they were there.
I just raised my hand and it all come up, man.
Yeah, they were there. They weren't fully bloomed or anything, but you could see they're starting. So yeah, spring soon come, man. It's March next week, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, man. But let's get on with the weekly roundup, guys. All right. I guess the exclusive news that came out yesterday, Monday, the 22nd of February, was Boris's roadmap to coming out of lockdown, basically. And there's 4 stages. Stage 1 starts on the 8th of March, which is 2 weeks. And basically schools and colleges are going to be open.
Hey, you happy about that?
Yeah, go back to work, are we?
Finally.
Whoa.
Finally.
No.
No,
1 second.
Go on.
I'm working. Just like
better
you are working.
Better than Nick. Yeah, man. I just woke up and this is class.
Me? No, you're not liars, bro. You see my timetable. I'm up. I teach up from 20 past 8 in the morning. Yeah, but what I will say is that I now have to physically go back to school. So all of you like, yeah. None of you go to work. None of you are in work. All of you roll down the stairs and go to work on your computer. So don't try it, bro. I've been out in the trenches.
1 minute to 9.
I don't even go downstairs, mate. I'll just go to the next room.
I just turn to the side, grab the laptop.
Yeah, I've been going work, yeah, but yes, schools are back open. I'm not sure how I feel about it, if I'm honest with you.
Well, you excited? Are you nervous?
No.
Back into...
I know it's got nothing to do with nerves. I'm nothing like that. I just
You become accustomed to currents.
Yeah. I have become accustomed, and I have to be careful because colleagues may watch this. But I don't mind the kids. It's sometimes it's the adults, isn't it? And I would have preferred to go back after Easter, if I'm honest with you. But it is what it is, and we'll go back. Let's see how it goes. I don't know what it means yet. We haven't had the meetings to kind of say, oh, is everyone going to come back on the Monday, or are we going to kind of stagger it throughout the week? I don't know. But there are differences. We have to now have face coverings in school, in lessons. I'm not sure how that's going to work. I don't really want to be teaching with a mask on my face, to be honest.
And the kids as well got wear, innit?
I think so, yeah.
The kids got play up to it. We bear chat. How do you know it's me, sir? How do you know it's me? You can't say I saw your lips move. You can't see me. You can't say that.
And the thing is, Kel's already thought about that, innit?
Trust me. I'll be doing that.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. It's going to be a little bit different. It's going to be a bit different. I don't know.
I saw a meme the other day about. It's so true. Like, there's a meme where the kid knocks at the staff room door, yeah, and whatever teacher opens the staff room door, they're so protective of. No one can see inside the staff room door. Like, yeah, what do you want? Wait, no, yes, no, no. Well, after lunch, you come and see me in the classroom, and the kids probably try to look in the staff room, and they're just blocking the kid. I remember that in school where, like, the stuff was like some top secret. Like,
it's forbidden, bro.
Kid was like allowed to look inside, know what's going on inside.
It's so bad that in my actual staff room now, there's a say the staff room door is here. There's a corridor with another locked door, and students can only actually go to the locked door. So we don't even have to do that anymore because there's a whole corridor, and you turn the corner before you get to staff room. But I'm gonna be 100%. The staff room is dead, bro.
No, but it can't be.
It's an illusion, bro. There is nothing in it. There are just chairs and people sit down and eat and talk, bro. That is literally it.
Nah, man. I refuse to believe that.
There is not a stripper pole in there. There is no arcades.
He's
nothing.
downplaying it, man. He's downplaying it.
Yeah, proper.
Bro, there's no TV in there. There's educational books. I don't even get in the staff room.
Seriously?
I don't even get in the staff room.
Oh, that's a letdown, man.
Yeah, bro. There's nothing in there, bro. Bro, I thought when I first became a teacher, I went to staff room. I was like looking around, nothing.
It's the famous staff room.
Is there a secret room somewhere I don't know about? You have to touch a book a certain way, and then it'll
tell a lie. Actually, in my last school, when I worked in the Peru, like we had liquor and stuff in our staff room there.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like there, like on a Friday evening, the staff room was lit, bro. It was lit. But yeah, obviously I don't advocate drinking on school premises, so let's just keep it moving. All right. Also from the 8th of March, 2 different households can now meet outside in the park, guys. Right? So maybe I have been doing this for a long time anyway, but we now can meet for a coffee on the bench. Yeah.
Is that just in the park or just in your garden as well? Like if you've got a private garden.
I don't know if it's a private garden, to be honest. I know it was an outside space.
Yeah, I'm sure I read somewhere it said private.
Yeah.
Space, yeah.
So that basically is that. That's the 8th of March. And then they're going to have, I think it's another few weeks, 3 weeks. And then basically on 29th, you'll start to let more people go outside in a number of 6 in private gardens. So I think that's where it says private gardens. Right, yeah. And basically, they're not going to tell you to stay at home anymore. But they're going to tell you to stay inside as much as you can, or stay as local as you can. So where before, it's like stay in, don't go out. So the 29th, they're going to now say you can now go out, but please stay local. So like, don't, for example, go to Leicester or to Newcastle or that kind of stuff. Not necessarily, not like you have to stay in Tottenham or you have to stay in Lakeside or anything like that. And sporting events can start to restart. So we can start doing stuff like football matches, team
badminton. You now start doing badminton.
Not like you were doing it before, anyway.
Well, allegedly, I didn't say it.
You know what? I'm actually going to start. Fuck it. I'm not doing the pod next week. Really trying to get me in trouble. Stage 2 is the 12th of April, which I think is 5 weeks after the original date. And then all shops are going to start to be open. All right. So non-essential shops can start to open. Restaurants and pub gardens can allow to start serving outdoors. And they're allowed to start giving you alcohol. And basically, gyms and spas will start to be open from the 12th of April. Yeah.
Okay.
So from the 12th, you can start to get your swell on.
Come on.
Hairdressers and barber salons and stuff can start to open. They'll start opening stuff like zoos, drive-in cinemas, libraries, those type of things. Soft play areas. Weddings will go from 6 people to 15 people. Then stage 3, which they're saying is the 17th of May, we can now meet in groups of 30 outdoors. Yeah, so we can now
Big jump in it.
Yeah, we can have that a party in the park and stuff.
So Rich, so for your B-Day, what? Are we linking up? Come on.
It has to be done.
Yeah,
Come on.
a little barbecue and that.
Yes, without a doubt.
Yeah, and we're allowed to now go indoors as well. So 6 people or 2 households can now meet indoors. Yeah.
Okay.
30 people can celebrate wedding or life events like weddings or funerals and stuff like that, christenings. They'll remain to have stuff like outdoor theaters, cinemas, and they're going to start doing stuff like larger events, like indoor events with 1,000 people, outdoor events of 4,000 people. For large venues of at least 40,000 capacity, up to 10,000 people will allowed to be attend. Yeah. So Wembley Arena, you might be able to have a little concert and that. And then basically the last stage, which is the 21st of June, is all legal limits on social contact will be removed. So there will be no limitations on how many people can be there. You go to weddings, funerals, other life events, but the biggest festivals, conferences, all of that will be doing. They may do some form of testing, but the biggest thing which everyone is celebrating is nightclubs will be allowed to reopen. And for one, I didn't even know I cared that much about nightclubs.
I know. Wow. The memes I've been seeing,
the
bro.
memes.
It's killing me.
This is what I'll be doing on the 21st. I think Rich put in, they want it to be a national bank holiday, all of this stuff. But you know what the maddest thing is? The 21st is on Monday, bro. Who is getting lit on a Monday?
No, you would trust me.
No, but what nightclub? You still got to work on Tuesday.
Boy,
From home.
I'm booking my holiday
From
tomorrow.
From home.
Exactly.
Some of you.
Sorry to hear that.
You never heard I'm going back to work from March the 8th.
On your half term hours now?
No, half term is the end of May, man.
Yes.
Yeah, no, it is. It's going to be interesting.
That's
if everything goes.
If everyone follows the rules, that roadmap he's put forward
will go to plan. Sorry, yeah.
So basically, you know it's not going to go. Come on.
There are 4 things that they measure before you go into each stage. Is the vaccine program rolling out as it should? Are the vaccines reducing the number of people dying or needing hospital treatment? Can the NHS survive? And there's no new variants. So I've seen a lot of memes saying on the 22nd of June, it will be locked down again because there'll be the Shoreditch variant of the COVID. so let's see how it goes.
Shoreditch variant, you know.
Yeah, the Shoreditch variant. Okay, and Joe, on a side note, I didn't even invite none of you lot, so I apologize, but I didn't know how much I missed raving, So on Saturday, Continental GT, he does house.
Oh, yeah.
So he had so he had a house, like he does like steppers and that. So he does like a little house thing on Instagram Live and that, So like you go and you just like you start doing all your house starts and that stuff, But they had Heartless Crew this week. Bruv, it was an absolute movie, bruv. I'm not gonna lie, it was an absolute movie. Like I was in there from 8 o'clock till I think it finished about 12:30.
Wow.
Yeah. Bruv, and the worst thing is like all the mandem was in there, like everyone from the end was in there, like
what
on Instagram Live, but like everyone's chatting in the thing, like one and like you can see every man's in there. Bro, people took that. It was a movie, bro. It was a movie. Like it was actually sick. It was actually sick.
I heard it was good. I jumped in a couple of times and I looked at it and I thought, okay, cool. But where's on my phone? I thought, it's just long.
So that's one of the mad things about Instagram Live. So for example, I had to get the tablet out. Because so the tablet can have Instagram Live. I connected to speakers. I was here raving, so I can do other stuff on my phone. Do you get me?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was definitely a movie, man. Definitely a movie. Shout out GT Continental. Shout out.
You know what? He's since the lockdown, he's done really well. No.
Yeah. No,
I never knew who he was previously.
Yeah, he's a big house DJ, man. He's got some nice little rhythms and nice little mixes and that, man.
Yeah, big.
But yeah.
So he was just playing Heartless Crew music.
No, so he was playing house at the beginning.
Yeah.
Like for the first hour or whatever. Then Heartless Crew came over and they just took over.
Okay.
So Fonty was mixing. You had Mighty Mo and Bushkin doing their
Okay.
thinking. Bro, they were spitting for hours.
Yeah, them man are well trained in that department,
Yeah.
bro. Yeah.
Get me? Fonty was mixing. Fonty was going Haas, Bashment, Garage, bruv, everything.
Yeah.
It was sick, bruv. It was proper. It was a proper movie, like just bare people in the ends. No, yeah, anyway, don't mind. No, yeah, it was good. It was good. It was good. It was good. Had a little drink and stuff. Like, do you know what I mean? It was alright. It was good.
What are you drinking today?
I'm not drinking nothing, man. I've got like lemonade and that. You know what I mean, it's just lemonade, man.
With a splash of vodka. I see you. I see
No,
you.
no. Not even. Not today. Not today. Sorry, 1 second.
What's that? Man's disguised in a mug, you know. It's hot chocolate, man.
No. This is the Black Panther mug. Get me? It's the Black Panther mug, bro. But yeah, yeah. But that was that, man. Are you happy about Boris Johnson's road to recovery?
Yeah, I think you must be really, because it's coming.
It's lights at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah, but I've been here before, right? Yeah. I think first 6 months, you think, yep, we're gonna go out, we're gonna be back to normal guys, and we're still here. So I'm happy he's put this road to recovery and everything, but I'm just taking it one day at a time.
You can definitely guarantee they'll be extended. You can almost guarantee it.
Just don't get your hopes up.
Yeah, don't start making plans for July. Like, July. No. Don't start making plans for July. No.
I feel like this road to recovery would have been the road to recovery anyway, because it's starting to get warm and it'll start to get summer and all those kind of things. So I think for me, the test is not now. The test is next winter.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's for me.
Next.
Toward the winter coming in it. We're still in winter. So next winter, the winter, I mean, that's what I think that will be the test. How do we deal with this in autumn and winter?
And I don't think it's just that. I just don't forget also their roadmap includes people taking a vaccine. If they don't meet the percentage of people getting a vaccine, it will extend.
Well, they reckon they've hit about 16 million, I think.
Yeah, 60 million, and the country's numbers are like 64 million. I think it is. I'm just guessing.
Yeah, but I think you can take out so many of them because they're children, because children won't be vaccinated.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. I don't know.
Still, the percentile needs to be met, and if they don't meet that, they're more than happy to extend it, because the way they see it is, we need more people to take the vaccine in order for it to be, well, to less people to die in it and put less stress on the NHS. So it is. I think it is. The road to a map is all good, but as you know, we've seen little things about passport. Countries are starting to say you need a vaccine stamp or card, whatever it is they give you. You will need that as well. So, trust me, people would need a vaccine in order for it to be back to normal.
All right. Well, I'm not going to ask any of you taking a vaccine because it's none of my business. So. That isn't. I mean, that's a private. That's what I mean. That's like asking who you vote for. I mean, that's your business. All right, people. I don't know if any of you saw the exclusive that happened this week. I don't even know if it's real. NASA landed on Mars.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if it's real.
The way they're excited, boy. You see, that's the whole yeah. It's like I watched a football game, boy. Yeah.
Now, to be fair, you really think about it. It is, again, like Nate said, is it real, right? But if it is real, trust me, it's a phenomenal achievement. Which they've been working on.
I mean, it's happened before. I think they've had like 3 robots there already, but I think they've all, like, over the years, you know what I mean, one got stuck somewhere, one got frozen somewhere, another one got stuck in some mud somewhere, you know what I mean? So
I think this one was it the fact that they had the live pictures as well or something?
Yeah, it was 4K. I think it's because it's 4K, like proper HD now. Man. And, you can hear the sounds and stuff. I was waiting for Aiden to say, "Oh, hi guys."
You know how serious that is? Like, to go all the way to Mars and you still have communication with the device. Like,
mad.
That's
trust me,
it's next level range, bro.
Phenomenal technology.
Like, and even like, not even just now in like 2021, that was happening like what, early 60s or late 60s. that they're still
allegedly.
Well, actually, no, not Mars. The moon, isn't it? The moon.
Yeah, they said
The moon is allegedly, massively allegedly. Trust me.
But I feel like,
well, look, the moon's down the road, bro, isn't it? So
that's what I'm saying. I feel like they
So
should.
why don't they go all the time then? If the moon's down the road, they don't go all the time, bro.
Do you think that we should have
Anyway, that's another topic.
Couple of these buggies, couple buggies on the moon by now, just rolling around.
Thank you. Trust me. If it was a standard thing from the 60s, it would be a regular thing by now. Regular. It would be regular. Do you know?
Obviously, all these things are expensive.
What's there on the moon though, really, to go?
But what's there in space? What's there in space? What's there in Mars?
The final frontier.
Yeah.
Well, don't forget they're looking for a new planet because we're destroying this planet.
Thanos is there, bro.
Oh, Thanos should be here right now. Thanos should be here right now and not even doing 50%. Let's do 100%, bro.
Rich and go where, Rich? Where are we going?
Dreaded.
No.
Run from it. Destiny still arrives.
The boss.
So Rich wants us to snap out of it.
The whole everyone, not even 50%.
Everyone did that.
That's at 100%.
100. Listen,
restarted it.
It'll be like an episode of I Am Legend.
No, seriously, including myself. Listen. What he is, Noah's Ark. Everything needs to come back. Everything, bro. There's no 2x2. There's nothing.
See, I feel like Richard's Instagram likes are starting to get to him. He's missing outside, bro.
Nah, man.
Yeah, watch his followers drop as well.
What's that show called?
Take me out.
Well, take me out. But you know what frustrates me? Because the human race is just so corrupt.
It's a virus, man.
It's unbelievable, and our history just proves it. Keep on looking back in history. Man kill man. Man kill man. So human kill human. And that's how it is.
And now we're killing the world.
Well, the world is part. This is why we're trying to run away and go to Mars. Sorry to hear that it's too cold over there.
Trust me.
I'm not going to Mars. And Mars ain't Mars. Yeah, never mind.
Oh, yeah, it's cold. Yeah, it's colder. Yeah. I have to think about that. Edit.
It's further away from the sun.
Yeah.
It's further away from the sun.
Yeah, I've done science.
Yeah. And there's no Pluto, right?
No, it's not. Well, there is Pluto. No,
it's not planet.
Pluto is a dwarf planet.
I feel like this messed up my whole childhood, because
you know what I mean. I was lied to all those years.
In primary school, my classes were named after all the planets, isn't it?
Oh, is it?
For some reason, no, I was in Pluto at once, innit? I was in both Neptune and Pluto, but for some reason, Uranus was out of it, innit?
No, you had to say that.
I wonder why.
You had to say that because even now, even when you talk to kids about the planets, I'm trying to explain the solar system. I don't even know.
Fast, it?
Yeah, I don't even know. I was like, Uranus.
Uranus.
What did you say, sir?
What do you want me to do?
Fair giggling.
Your anus. You want to do what?
That messes up your education though, because you feel like, I know all the planets, and someone's like, what's about Uranus? They're like, what? Like, do you know what I mean? Oh, probably should sue my teachers. That's the thing.
Yeah, standard straight.
So Pluto, yes, Pluto's a dwarf planet, and basically, it is a planet, but it's not big enough to be classed as a proper planet.
Okay.
So it's one of the dwarf planets. All right. Well, that was, I guess, me teaching science, or you lot learning science, or whatever it is, isn't it? All right. So we had some new trailers that came out this week.
Come on.
First trailer that came out, Mortal Kombat.
Get over here!
Mortal Kombat.
Come on. I have Sub-Zero.
So Sub-Zero is supposed to be the enemy in this one, isn't it?
Yeah, I think he's always been the enemy.
Yeah,
that's why I thought he was always the baddie.
He's always the bad guy there. Him and Scoops.
Are you lot happy for this trailer, or are you happy to have Mortal Kombat?
The trailer looks good, The trailer looks all right. Like, the trailer surprised me. I was like, oh, okay. It's not a Street Fighter thing. It's like, it looks like it's...
Don't disrespect Street Fighter. Street Fighter was decent.
Oh, come on, no.
Leave.
That was awful.
Wait. Hold on. What? Van Damme Street Fighter.
Yes, Van Damme Street Fighter.
Kylie Minogue
as Cammy.
Yeah.
Well, have you seen? Do you see Dao Sim?
Yeah.
Did you see Blanca? Oh, Jesus Christ Almighty!
It sounds weird, So okay, like obviously this is like going back to my geeky stuff in my childhood, So when we was in primary school in about year 5 and year 6, all of us, like all me and my friends used to write comics. Like we used to write books with stories, yeah. We'd always write stories about like Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat and stuff, yeah, or like wrestling. So they were the 3 topics. You either wrote about WWF, Street Fighter, or Mortal Kombat. And you'd go home and you'd write like this big, massive book, and then you'd give it to everyone, and everyone would read it and like rate it.
That's
so like
serious, you know.
we always used to think about like making a Mortal Kombat film or like what we think a Street Fighter film was. So I was a little bit disappointed when their Street Fighter film came out because it was nothing compared to what I thought it was going to be. Like my version was 10 times better. We used to write wrestling, and sometimes you'd merge them. Like so, Macho Man would come in randomly in Mortal Kombat. And you'd make up a story.
Macho Man versus Zangief. Come on,
like it was just mad. But I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know if this Mortal Kombat will be different from any of the TV shows that have come out about Mortal Kombat. And I've been disappointed in all of them.
TV shows about Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. Mortal Kombat. They've got Mortal Kombat series, all sorts. Like they've
Is
got,
it?
Yeah,
I haven't seen any of those.
All right, I'm gonna send you a link.
I know it is an animated version.
Yeah, no, there was like a film version, like with Raiden,
really?
Big Hat. Yeah, all of that.
I probably didn't know
But
that.
there's a new animated version that I told.
That's the best one.
Oh, yeah.
That one is
That
deep,
one's
innit?
sick. That one's sick.
deep.
I need to watch. I still need to watch that.
Yeah.
You haven't watched
That
it?
one's
Oh,
sick.
listen, that one is next level.
Yeah.
Scorpion's no joke. Very
Yeah, no
angry
joke.
individual. Very angry, but it makes sense why he's angry. But honestly, my personal opinion, I looked at it. I know what's gonna happen. I just know what's gonna happen. You know, I saw. Is it Johnny Cage? Is it not Johnny Cage?
No, there's no Johnny Cage.
No, who's the one that
Jax?
Come on,
Jimmy Olsen. Bro.
Yeah.
come on, really?
You know, like as soon as I recognize his face, I was gonna press stop in it. I was gonna press stop.
No, that's what happened though. You know, like when you said it was who it was, yeah, I was like, that's who it was. Supergirl. I was like, oh no. But he's obviously been practicing the Supergirl.
But he's not the greatest of actors. I've seen him in a few stuff. He's not a great actor at all.
No, guys, let's not disrespect him, man. He's an actor, isn't it? Like, do you know what I mean?
No, let's disrespect him. He's not the best of actors. I'm being honest with you.
Wow.
I've seen a couple of stuff on Netflix, and I'm like, God,
Fall from grace.
yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That was a big film.
That was a big film.
Fall from Grace, yeah.
Oh, come on, listen.
I don't think I haven't seen that. Man.
No, you don't. No, you don't want to.
We've all seen Fall from Grace.
Yeah.
We spoke about Fall.
You know, Bill
Which one?
Cosby. Oh, what's this?
It's got Felicia Rashad,
Felicia Rashad.
and
Buffing.
it's the one by
Tyler Perry, isn't it?
Sorry. Yeah, of course. Sorry.
Yeah, he was awful in it. He was awful. But
It wasn't awful.
No, that's what I'm saying. It wasn't bad. It was just
you
different.
see his
The
hairpiece
story-
though.
Probably.
You see his
Yeah.
hairpiece.
The film was, but he was maybe he was a little bit, yeah. I'm trying to remember the film. Yeah, it was a bit bad. Yeah.
He was overkill.
I just feel like we're a bit harsh on our brothers and sisters, man. That's what.
No, we gotta be real as well, though.
No, we do, but I don't know if we would.
Listen, he's not my brother. Yeah, he's awful. Just keep it real, bro. He's none of that. I don't want no relation to him. Yeah, I won't support him in anything he does.
But you know, it was in True Blood. He was alright in True Blood, though. He was good in True Blood. I don't know if anyone watched True Blood. No.
The first 2 episodes.
Okay.
Was he in it? The first episode?
No. He came later. I think he came a bit later. No, he was good in True Blood.
Yeah, I just feel like we are definitely a bit harsh on our brothers.
No, okay.
I mean, even when we talk about my man, Anthony Mackie, I feel like we're harsh. I don't think we'll talk about anybody else like that.
No, but we shout other stars. Do you know what I mean? Like,
No, I hear that, but I mean that. Would we talk about? I don't know, like someone in.
But it's not gonna. It's not gonna race. It's a skill thing. It's not gonna race thing.
No, it is. No, the thing is, it is. We'll have this conversation off air. We'll have it off air. We'll have it off air.
Nate spoiled it, man. He's going to ruin it now, man. He's ruined the fun.
Yeah, man.
I feel bad and stuff, man. I feel bad. Like I think we should stop.
We'll have it off air. We'll have it off air. Yeah, we'll cut it there. So okay, we are. Some of you are looking forward to Mortal Kombat anyway. The film.
No, to be fair, we just know any adaptation into a movie for Mortal Kombat is going to be poor. It's not going to be good.
And you know what I didn't like as well? Like when they kept announcing their names. I am Sub-Zero. Like, come on now, man. Like,
Yeah, and even
like, don't-
even when it says "get over here," there was no aggressiveness to his voice, you know.
It's like get over here.
Please.
So,
Please,
excuse
mate.
me, please, can you come over? Please. Come hither.
Please, mate. I've got some stuff in my arms.
Yeah,
I reckon it'll be fun though. It'll just be mad fun, isn't it?
Merv described it as a beautiful disaster. Is that what you said?
You quoted me, bro. You quoted me. That's exactly what I said.
But when is it out?
I don't know, you know.
I'm not sure. It's 2021. I'm not sure when, to be honest.
It's going to be grand.
But I know social media was quite looking forward to it, to be honest. But I don't know when it's going to come out.
They're
So-
fools to themselves.
We'll have a look. Friday the 16th of April.
Oh wow, okay.
Oh,
Not too far.
okay.
Yeah, so I think that's the date. Yeah, April 16th. That's when it's getting released in the United States.
Oh.
And I think we get cinemas like from the 17th or whatever. So we might be able to get it in the cinemas.
Okay, cool.
All right. There was another trailer that you sent me, Merv, or you sent the group, which was Invincible.
Oh yeah. So this is Invincible is like I first came across it like probably when I was in late teens, to be fair, I think. It's like a graphic graphic novel basically. Like I think it had 7 parts of just some superhero that is coming of age, basically. Like his dad's a proper famous superhero, and it's almost like you'd say like a Justice League stroke Avengers thing, but the son is about, he's of age now and he's just like developing his powers and he's learning how to use it. But along the way, he just finds out some dark secrets about his own lineage, basically, innit? But the thing is, I only read up to like the first 2 novels of it, the first 2 books, yeah, and it was so packed with just bare story. And I'm like, when they announced this trailer, when I saw this trailer, I thought, oh my gosh, I cannot wait, because I still want to finish the comics, but yeah, I'm excited.
When you put it, I didn't even see it, in the group.
I put it there, man. I put it there, bro.
Oh, my bad. Okay.
I watched the trailer. The trailer's good.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Is it a film or series?
I think it's going to be a series. Yeah, series.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, man. So I can't wait for that, man.
Is it a DC or it's nothing? Is this
Image?
Image. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's going to come out on Prime Video.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
For free?
If you have Prime Video,
yeah.
Right, no, Prime is not always free,
But Prime
it's Prime Video is free.
Yeah, Prime Video is free.
But you can buy things on Prime Video or rent things, but it's not one of those ones.
Okay.
I can't lie, Prime are killing it these days, man.
Yeah, they're doing all right, innit?
It's got to that point where my Netflix and Prime are
balancing
each other out.
Because I used to give up. I used to forget about
Yeah.
Prime.
I've never, do you know what? I've probably watched 3 shows on Prime.
No, bro, there's bare things I've watched on Prime.
There's loads of things, man.
Bare things, man.
I need to batter my Prime account.
It's underrated, man. It's underrated. But yeah, that's Invincible.
All right. Yeah, no, I'm definitely looking forward to it. Okay, this is not really for me, but it's the masses. Okay, so this week it was announced that Kanye and Kim are divorcing.
To be fair, it weren't for me either, really.
I probably don't care for their lives.
I don't even know why I met the criteria.
Listen, I'm devastated.
Why?
I'm absolutely. Listen, they were role models.
Ooh.
Excuse me.
Nah. It is what it is, isn't it? It's part of life. Good on them. I think they're doing the best thing. Going the separate ways.
Good on them.
1 billion each. Thank you very much. God bless.
Exactly. I feel it's amicable as well. So
that's it.
Yeah.
But they've got kids, haven't they? So
yeah, they got I think 4. Is it 4 kids?
3 or 4.
Yeah.
I think I don't know. I know she gave birth to 1 or 2 of them, or one of them, and then somebody else gave birth to the others.
Carrot, yeah. But obviously we've seen Kanye West in the last 5-6 years. His actions a bit erratic.
He's self-diagnosed as being bipolar, isn't it? He's
self-diagnosed.
Yeah, well, that's what he says, isn't it?
I don't even know if it has to be self-diagnosed, bro. We know, man. Like when you know, innit?
Yeah. Like, and stuff of the stuff that he used to tweet and stuff like that. So for me, looking at stuff that he was tweeting, I think, what's going on? Is this guy okay?
From time he said slavery was a choice, I was like,
I think
that's when it all came crashing down, isn't it?
Yeah.
Apparently.
And but I also think he was, what's the word? That statement was misunderstood. He didn't mean slavery was a choice.
Yeah, I think there was much more content to
yeah,
that.
there was context. And what happens is sometimes when you get a particular sound bite, it sounds worse than it is if you don't hear the whole conversation. I don't think he meant it was a choice.
And I think so go on.
Yeah, I think it was more about the fact that people still wanted to be enslaved after they could have got out of it. Not that it was a choice that do you know what I mean? But again, that could have been one of his kind of motivational speeches where they're like, you don't have to take everything that people are giving to you. You can rise above all that kind of stuff.
And I think, and there was something you mentioned about he almost killed his daughter or something like that when Kim was pregnant, and everyone was like, whoa, what's he talking about? Yeah, that was one of the ones. But so if we're looking at from the outside thinking this guy's absolute nuts, he needs to calm down, imagine being in a marriage with him.
Yeah, man.
Well, I mean, I hear that, but I think being married to a Kardashian is an issue.
It's risky roads. It's risky roads,
bruv.
Allegedly.
Everyone that's been there.
Get out, innit?
Yeah, it's pure get out, bruv. The cup with little, I mean.
Get out.
Yeah, that sunken place. But also, guys, Krept and Sasha announced that they split up. I don't know if any of you saw the picture.
Really?
Yeah, they split up.
What, his baby mum?
Yeah, or the mother of his child. Let's use
Oh,
that.
sorry, yeah, mother of his child. Oh, they split up.
Yeah. So it's all amicable. They're co-parenting and stuff. And basically, it was a picture of what looked like Krept was spudding the baby. It almost looked like Krept was spudding the baby. But actually, in actual fact, it wasn't the baby, it was Sasha. And that was how they announced to the world that they were splitting up.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Like, yeah. I kind of have nothing to say about it, to be honest. I'm just like,
No, I was just like, I thought, when you just assume they're absolutely happy couple, etc. And I just, when I see photos, and I thought, okay, good, that's good on you, mate.
I think they probably were, but I think there were certain, for me, there are life, events that happen that I think can make or change things. I think stuff like getting married, having a child, moving in together, all of them, and we all of us can be testament, they put different strains on different parts of your relationship in it.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah, and all of those kind of things, can you necessarily cope with it? And I think maybe the lockdown kind of made them think, oh, maybe I can't.
Lockdown is testing a lot of people.
Yes.
Unbelievable. Oh God.
I'm saying nothing.
I just hope not everybody listens to this pod.
That's why, again, I'm saying nothing. Okay. All right. Guys, last week we spoke about it. Well, we spoke briefly about it, and I think I said that it was potentially coming up, and I wasn't sure of the date. But it was actually last week, Friday. Ghetts released his album, Conflict of Interest. Hashtag Ghetts for #1. Rich, what about you? Did you hear the album?
Yeah, I haven't heard all the tunes, but the tunes that I've heard are massive.
So basically, you heard the singles, or you've heard the ones.
No. I like Emily. Is that Sade? What's her name?
Yeah, Emily Sade.
Yeah. What's the other tune? The done with Ed Sheeran. That's a big tune. 10,000 Tears. Is it 10,000 Tears?
I can't remember what it's called.
Yeah, but that's a big tune. Boy, Ghetts. Do you know what? I think it's getting to a point where he doesn't shock me anymore. It's just levels upon levels upon levels.
He keeps getting better and better and better. That's the thing about
honestly.
It,
and it's, I know people grow, and it's just like, but his growth is phenomenal. His wordplay is just so on point. And you know, when someone starts off as an artist from the get-go, and right, this person can improve. But it's just got to a point now. I said to myself, literally everything he touches is like gold star.
Yeah.
And it never ever. I don't think it ever lets me down when I hear his stuff.
I told you, man, my top 2 of all time, UK wise, Ghetts straight.
Okay, when you say top 2, who's the other one?
I'm not too sure. You know what? My top 5.
Cocaine.
No. It's Kane. See, this is about my top 5 changes around.
I'm being facetious.
Yeah.
I'm being facetious.
Yeah,
Because...
I mean, Kano's up there, Skeppy's up there, P Money's up there, Scraps is up there.
Skeppy.
Skepta.
Yeah, Skepta, man. Yeah. Skeppy, bruv.
Skeppy, come on, back in the day,
What?
Skeppy. innit?
Skeppy, man.
But you're talking about the top 2.
No, he said
I say
top
my
5.
top 5. Skepta's my
Even
top 5.
top 5.
Yeah. Skepta,
Really?
bruv. Yes. Skepta, bruv. Oh,
Okay.
100%. But anyway, that's...
We'll say that for a music podcast, but he's saying
yeah.
it's Coke world. You're saying it's Skepta's world. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Merv is saying, what the hell are you both talking about?
Basically.
No, but honestly, I listened to the album. Solid, very, 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 very good album. Trapped to every. You know what? I've heard Mozambique so many times, but when I heard the album, I couldn't get past Mozambique. And that's the second track. I kept reloading it. It's
a big tune, isn't it?
I think it's also with this one though. What this one has on this one, which was different from the single, was the little bit of the intro to the Mozambique as well.
And the beats changed as well, innit?
Yeah, so because it flowed, it kind of merges from the intro. Yeah. So it goes in from the fine wine intro into Mozambique, and you're like, oh, bruv, it's just, bruv, I ain't gonna lie, he takes you on a musical journey, and it is an album that you can listen to front from back.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, without having to press skip, without having to like, I'm not really feeling this, start moving forward. You could just listen to it as a nice piece of body work. The only
track that when I first listened to, I didn't quite like was
Going Gigs.
No, Pasueda. Is it? What's his name? You know the
Peter
so you're talking about No Mercy.
Okay. That track, when I first heard it, I didn't like it. I was like,
the thing is, he's also, because that one's also been released as a single.
Yeah.
And the problem is the past solo. I don't know how to say his name. That's the guy from Cov, innit? That's the guy from
Cov.
Yeah, he's decent, but Backroom. What was it?
Backrow G.
Yeah. Do you know what it is? It's just the music is not for us. It's not us, like it's in our age group and stuff. So sometimes it's a little bit like we didn't have to go there, but I think he did it to show that he can still be relevant and keep with the times if he needs to be with the times.
Yeah. But you know what? But sometimes, like that tune, My Family tune he done, that was a massive rhythm.
Yeah, massive tune.
Proud Family.
Is it called No, he's talking about the Salute track.
Oh, okay.
My Family.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That was a big tune. But sometimes I heard him on different tracks before.
Oh, his album is hard. He's like, what's his name? Who's the one from E15? J Hus.
Yeah, but sometimes you don't understand what he's saying. I get lost.
No, I think he's all right. I think he's clear, man. Are you talking about Backrow G? Is that what you're talking about? Or Palasalu? Because Palasalu clear. He's proper. I think he's clear. He's got a deep voice and an African accent, but I think he's clear to me.
You think so?
Yeah.
And all the time, I don't know. I just always query like, I need to rewind it.
Yeah, no. I think for them, I like I said, I don't mind that. That was the one. I guess like you're saying, that one track is a little bit like,
that's the only track.
I could take it or leave it.
Yeah. It's grown on me since. It has grown on me, but
I don't know if it has grown on me yet.
Yeah.
I don't know if it has grown on me, but like I said, as a body of work, I think it's amazing. I listened to his interview the other day that he had with, I can't remember his name.
He's got so many.
When I put the group,
yeah,
that was a big interview, man. Massive.
Yeah, and it talks about kind of the journey, and I know Ghetts has been doing his own little kind of almost like a discology kind of thing, like a kind of history of the Ghetts, the evolution of Ghetts.
Yeah.
That he's putting out on YouTube and stuff. Like, I think he's had a deep, like I've said, shout out to Ghetts, you get me? Like, shout him out. Like, I think it's I hope he does get number one. Because
imagine.
I think the fact that Nines, I think the fact that
what's his name? Heady One,
and all of them have gone number one in the past year shows me that I think if you put a decent enough body work, you should be able to get number one.
Yeah, 100%.
And also with Ghetts, he's always been the one behind the main person. He, like with Kane, it was always Kano and Ghetts, right? And because Kano was always the one leading, constantly leading, and Ghetts was like, he was there but wasn't there. Ghetts gets a feature on everybody's album, but never has a super successful album himself where he's in the limelight now. But what with this particular album, what he's done different, his promotion has been on point. He's sat down for months and planned.
Oh no, who's singing? Is someone singing in the back or something?
Bruv, the thing is, you know what is? I was going to message the group, yeah. I didn't want to say it on the pod.
Oh man, who's singing?
No, it's the wind flowing in.
Sure.
Bruv, close the window, Rich. Bruv, bruv, you know what it is? Because we all got headphones on, yeah. I'm listening, I'm going, nah, bro, someone's singing, bro. Who's got a TV on?
I know, it's like he's rapping and there's some chorus like in the background.
some ad.
Look, put a towel or something to block that wind, bro. Like, just ooh.
Bro, and then look, the thing is, Rich, you're not going to hear it until you actually play it. Listen back to the pod.
I know,
and it's just constant. It's just constant.
I know we can hear it, you know. He's thinking, oh no. Let me continue.
Hold on. No, I can hear it, but not in. I don't think it's kind of like touching the mic. You guys can hear it.
Oh, it's throwing me off. It's throwing me off.
We could proper hear it, bro. I was about to, before Kel said it, I was about to get on the phone and go, what the fuck is that noise?
I'm like the others, bro. Like,
yeah, swear out.
So fifth member of the pod that we don't really know, you know. Nah, allow it.
Swear out, bro.
And whatever I was saying, yeah, Ghetts has got a big album.
Nah, it's a big album.
That is the main thing.
Yeah, man, massive.
If you haven't heard the album already, go out and support the album. Go and listen to it. Stream up the thing. Do everything, because download it, stream it out. Apple Music, Google Music, Spotify, all of that. Because I think for me, he deserves to be number one. He deserves to be up there, and I think it's testament to all of the work that he's been doing for the past couple of years. All right. I'm going to do this the other way around. Just to let you know, the new channel Stars or Star came out on Disney Plus today.
Yeah, do you have to pay for that?
No, it's part of your Disney Plus subscription.
Okay, I wasn't too sure.
I thought you had to pay extra for it.
No, it's part of your Disney Plus subscription.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The only thing I know you was disrespecting it earlier. You said, it's rubbish. There's nothing news on there, yeah. Which fair enough, it isn't. But what I would say to you is just check your settings on your parental controls, because my parental controls was 14, yeah, randomly. So basically, I went to try and watch 24 on there today. I couldn't watch it. It wasn't coming up. So I had to go onto my app, change my parental controls to be 18 plus.
Serious.
And then I could, yeah. So I don't know, like I said, I don't know when I signed up, whatever, but I couldn't. So I'm not gonna lie to you, I started watching 24 already. Yeah, that's one of my favorite series.
Yeah, you love that one.
Like, I started watching 24 and I'm getting gassed already. But there are little things that are on there. Programs like Alias, if you remember that. There's a new program called Big Sky, which I think came out in America last year, but it's going to be one of the originals on. So I think that's released every couple of weeks or what have you. Blackish is on there, but it's only seasons 1 to 5. Atlantic seasons 1 to 2 are on there. It's also got, if you ever watch programs like Desperate Housewives, Castle, Family Guy, Glee, How I Met Your Mother, Lie to Me, which was a big series if you watched that back in the day.
Oh, that's what's his name, isn't it?
Yeah,
Tim Roth.
Yeah. I love that. So for me, I think nostalgically, just as Disney Plus was nostalgic in the sense of you watch what you want kind of thing. Lost is on there. Shout out Marlon. The whole of Prison Break is on there. Scandal's on there. Snowfall's on there, season 1 to 3.
Okay.
And Snowfall season 4 is coming out very soon. I think this.
Yeah. I think
it might be next week, to be honest.
Yeah.
It might even be this week.
I think it's this week, you know.
Yeah, I think it's this week.
Yeah.
But both 24 Legacy and 24 is on there. 911. Yeah, there's loads of things on there. There's
911's alright, you know. That's
911 is sick, bro.
It's alright.
I've been watching 911 for a little while, bro. And there's a second bit, 911 Texas, or another kind of place where they do their own version of 911.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's decent. But yeah, Ugly Betty's on there. X-Files.
Oh wow.
All 9 seasons.
X-Files, man. That was bro.
So yeah, there are different, like I said, there are different pockets that are on there. So if you have Disney Plus already, just go and you just scroll over. You can watch what you want.
I might watch X-Files again, you know.
Yeah, I feel like, do you know what I mean? Like sometimes you ain't got nothing to do where you can you're working, but you can have it on in the background because you already know what happens.
Yeah.
Oh, welcome back, Rich. Yeah, and that was it. Like that's the only reason why we allow Rich on the pod, really, to be honest. Do you know what I mean?
I heard X-Files, don't try it.
All right. Oh yeah, Rich is only it's a sound he could hear. But going off of some of the YouTube stuff. So I know last week we spoke about Tricky's podcast, and we spoke about Tricky's podcast. I can't remember what it's called now, yeah. But
Truth be told.
Truth be told, thank you. But this week we had a few things that we're just going to briefly touch on because they could be triggering. So if you are triggered, please accept our apologies. You can skip to the next part. All right. So DaddylessDaughters had an interview with a lady called Samantha, who was speaking about a young girl and how she was brought into the sex industry, and she talked about stuff like trafficking and all those type of things and abuse that she had to settle with. And also Tricky had on his podcast, he interviewed a woman called Aliyah Ali, which she runs an organization called DaddylessDaughters. Yeah. And I thought it would just be interesting to kind of touch on some of the themes that they spoke about, but also as people that have younger sisters, daughters, nieces, all of this kind of stuff, I thought it's very important for us to kind of at least just acknowledge the kind of conversation they were talking about.
You know what, Nate? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I could watch a man's head get cut off and not flinch. I can see certain things that a lot of people can't see, and everyone's like, "Hey, what's wrong with you? You're weird." But when it comes to these type of topics, well, I tried to watch the DaddylessDaughters one. Yeah, the first 3 minutes, I had to turn it off. I couldn't watch it. It I don't know what it does to my soul yet, but it disgusts me so much that I can't watch it, because especially because she was you could tell she was like reminiscing, and she was getting nervous, and you could hear the voice, and she was reliving some of this. I was like, nah, my fingers. I don't know if anyone gets it, my fingers are getting weak, and I was so disgusted in this, because I think my imagination goes so far just to think a little girl being abused and being used in that way. It just disgusts me so much that I can't watch it. So to be honest with you, I get the gist of it, but yeah, and even Tricky's one, yeah, I was able to watch that one more because she seemed a bit more stronger when she was talking about it. So I was able to listen to that one, but I couldn't pay full attention because again, it was just like these girls, man, they're getting abused, like, and it's like, how's this happening? And people are not talking about it. So yeah, so I let you man take control, man. But yeah.
Manipulation, mate. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Like I didn't watch the Tricky one, but I watched the DaddylessDaughters ones, and I know what Kel's saying. You know, it hurts. Like in general, like watching it was like, wow. And now the fact that I've got a daughter, you know, it's as if it's thinking like this. You know, we know stuff like this happens, but because it's not in front of our face, we just get on with everyday life. But when someone's literally explaining what they've been through, you're thinking, how is this even possible? Because I can't remember the girl's name on DaddylessMillzShow, but she was saying, you know, Samantha,
yeah,
she come from a normal family, mom and dad loved her, etc. You know, and to a certain extent, she's probably a bit spoiled, but she just did her own thing with her friends who she thought was her friend at that time, and it just kind of just got her into things, and it went out of control. And it's scary at a young age. I think it was from 15, 16, those ages there, where you think, how can a kid go so left? You know, and I think when people see like a kid go left, oh, he hasn't got his dad, she hasn't got his lost, you're probably in some sort of orphanage or something of the sort. But this person had both parents there, like loving, and you think how it's so easy for someone to turn left and literally go over the way, and she's even so lucky to get out of that situation. There's many people, not just in this country, in different countries, who are still in that life and cannot get out.
Yeah.
You know, and it's their job to go and get people like them when they were that age to come into the business. It was a very, very deep. You know, very, very deep. It's again how people's mind work, and at the end of the day, it was just most of it is just down to money.
Yeah,
It's just down to money.
Yeah, it was very triggering, man. It's like, and it gives you a different perspective on just the whole adult industry in general, isn't it? Like, you know, you grow up thinking it's like, I suppose with a lot of guys or men or boys, it's like, yeah, this is just normal, and the way they kind of sexualize it and everything like that, and it's just like normal things. But when you actually look at what is happening there, and even the people that I guess really consent to doing it, or it's like, this is my profession, I'm a sex worker and whatnot, and that's their choice. Obviously, it's no like judgment at all or anything like that, but it's still kind of, I think it's not really their fault or anything, like, it's not because you dress a certain way, you do certain things. I think it's just when people see things like that, I guess predators, I should say, they just take advantage, don't they? It's like, well, because you do this now gives me the right to do that sort of thing. And it just makes you think to yourself, like, and then what she was saying about, it kind of almost seems like blame culture, but it's not. Like, she's just sort of saying, okay, if you're going to do certain things, you have to be aware of the realities of it as well, and it's unfortunate that you have to think that, because people will just still take advantage, don't they? It's like you have to kind of protect yourself in that way.
Yeah, no, it was very triggering. I think the one with ZZ, I couldn't watch it in one sitting. It was quite hard to watch in one sitting. I had to like pause, like take a breath and all that kind of stuff with it. But I think, like when you said, Kel, like you could see she was reliving trauma, and she does this, like this is her now, her kind of thing. She goes out into schools or she goes out into community, she tells her story and stuff like that, yeah. And you can see, so there are parts of there you can see where she's reliving it, and she's really, really almost hurt. You can see the hurt in her. And then towards the end, when she starts talking about like how she's got a new relationship now and how much this person has helped her, yeah, you can see her, you start to see her smile, you start to see her kind of shoulders like relax a little bit, yeah. And like, so for that sense, you could see her journey and could see that actually there was light at the end of the tunnel, yeah. And it's a shame that you can think, like in your head, you're like, but I don't understand this. What are you talking about? What? Because man said Tutu's words, like, no, I'd stab him in his, like you always have that thing where somebody gives you a scenario, you're like, I wouldn't have that, man. I'll stab him in his face, or I'll shoot him, man. I'll punch him. But none of us know what we'd do in that situation unless you're in that situation. And I think that's what happened. And I think the way he manipulated her and he told her certain things like the Illuminati and we have this power, that power, all of that kind of stuff, it mind fucked her so much so that she started to believe this. Do you know what I mean? And it made me look, and made me look at some of the females in my family, and just like, little things like you just have to be aware or be observant of what's going on around you.
Yeah. And let's not even forget, it happens to boys as well. Do you know what I mean?
Definitely.
Like
Definitely.
Mad.
It's
what? Sorry, go on.
No, I was gonna say it's the grooming culture. Like the difference is like where, for example, this
culture.
one.
That's funny. The grooming culture. Imagine.
No, because but what? Okay, with this one, it is they groom them into working.
No,
I know.
No,
but what I'm saying, like they groom them into the sex industry. But where, for example, even Merv just said about the boys, there are some boys that they groom into that, but there were also boys that are groomed when they're going to chicken shop and they're groomed to be on road, or they're befriended by drug dealers. They're befriended by. So I mean, I'm not gonna. I mean, I know bare youths that have gone left, bruv. They're out here like doing hand to hands and shooting too dark, too light, and like, what's the matter with you, bruv? Go yards, bruv. Why are you riding up and down on your push bike like all hours of the night? Do you get me? And I understand certain people have got a living, all the rest of it, but like it's about, I don't know, man. It's very, very disturbing that people will look at a child or a young person and want to use them in this way.
This is like a hot topic recently because on the timeline, I'm just seeing a lot of it, like where little clips of it. I saw like a podcast, and a girl was saying that how her uncle used to like groom her cousins. Do you know what I mean? And it'll be like you used to touch their breasts and be like, "Oh, look at your breasts there. Look at them. Oh, look, look, you're growing now." And even I saw another clip where like an uncle would be like, "Yeah, oh look at you. Yeah, it's my wife. This is my wife. Look at her. She's my wife." And like making the girl thinking it's normal to you know, he'd be hearing this and being touched in that way. So when he does go that extra step further, she'll be thinking, okay, it must be okay, because he kind of bigs me up in front of my dad and my mum, and they don't say nothing, and he kind of touches me in inappropriate places, and no one really says that. So this must be all right as well. Do you know what I mean? So they start at early age, like I said, the grooming. This is what these sick people do from early to these little girls and stuff. Do you know what I mean? And boys. So it's like, bruv, those of us that got daughters, please, man. Even your family members, you don't know, bruv. Like, listen, man. Just be educate your daughters, man. Educate your daughters.
And also,
let them know just give them the telltale signs of any sort of inappropriateness. Come and tell dad or whatever. Come and tell, yeah.
It's about opening those lines of communication.
Yeah.
Yeah, 110%.
Yeah.
And the thing, sorry, Nate, go on.
No, I was gonna say, regardless, do you get me? I don't care if you feel you're out there, yeah, as a girl child. I feel like even if you're living that wild life, you need to be able to come and talk to me and tell me what's going on. Do you see what I'm saying? Even if I disagree with your actions, I'm never going to condemn you. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I remember like people say stuff like, you know, like, my mom's going to kill me if I get pregnant. Your mom's not going to kill you. Like, that's her grandchild. She's not going to kill you, innit? That's ridiculous. Your mom's still going to love you, innit? But your mum be disappointed in you, but she'd rather know. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's how I've always got to look at, like, even when I talk to my sisters and all the rest of it, that is how it's got to be. Do you get me? It's hard.
And I guess also as well, even just like, you know, not even just educate children, educate the from a young age, because, you know, some children will grow up to do these horrible things as adults. So you've got to educate, you've got to do that prevention as well. Stop them from doing it. Stop them from thinking that this is normal to treat, you know, people like this. Full stop. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%, man.
And do you know what? We talk about this, and it's been going on for centuries.
Centuries, bro.
Centuries.
In all cultures and in all races.
Beginning of time.
The
beginning of time, bro. The beginning of time.
Yeah.
Man is man, woman is woman, but some of them are nasty, bro.
Yeah, man.
Do you get me? Like, it's like, even I think it was the Daddyless Daughters. I can't remember which one it was, and they were talking about, like, even when people talk about stuff like, oh yeah, he's got a young ting, or he's got a little girlfriend, you know, like all of those kind of things. Like, and we always think of it, like I said, within men doing it to women, or young girls, but it also is big women doing it to young boys.
Yeah.
Like, and I remember there being a conversation, like, and like these big women, like, used to go like, oh rah, bro, your brother's cute, and like, if your brother was a little older and all the rest of it, and then you get me, that gassed up my brother, you understand? That gassed up my brother. I'm like, I had to tell them, no, don't do that. My brother's a child, don't do that to him.
Exactly.
Like, because like what you think is an innocent comment can be misconstrued. All of a sudden my brother thinks he's the man.
But this is the thing as well, when the elders do it to the young girls, the uncles doing it, like, oh yeah, look at you, oh, you know, you're my wife, all that, you're beautiful, oh, look at you, look at your bum, that, all that kind of stuff, all touching. This is what they're doing, so that when they do go inappropriate, the girl's like, it's just more submissive, because like, okay, I respect this guy, I know this guy, he knows my family, here's my family, it should be okay. Do you know what I mean? So you just have to be aware. They have to be aware of these telltale signs, and parents as well. When you see a family member, or you see someone being over polite or over touchy feely with a child, just get in there straight away. Like, you know what I mean? And tell that person off in front of your child, like, so they know that that's a no.
And do you know what it is? Just thinking about it. Imagine how bad it was back in the day that they had to bring in a law. How much it happened, like to the extent that they're forced to bring in a law, you know, look in a book, this law number. You're thinking, raw, it must be a case where it was absolutely out of control.
Yeah, man.
Still is.
It still is.
More countries than others, but yeah, scary. But just make sure you're aware, man.
Yeah, but definitely, like I said, seek help if there are. I mean, I don't have necessarily numbers of helplines or any of those kind of things to be able to give you here in the air, but do look after each other, and just be aware. I don't want to go too deep into it because I don't think we're necessarily of the right skill set to have that discussion. And I feel that that's a discussion that you need to have with somebody who's skilled to have that conversation.
I think the daddyless girl, she said that 1 in 4 girls are abused, right?
Yeah, something along them lines.
Yeah, 1 in 4 girls are abused. Do you know?
And
what I
they
mean?
talk about the fact that most of the abusers they know. Do you understand?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They know. Yeah, they know them, bro.
Yeah. So yeah, like I said, just look out for the youngsters, young girls. Don't feel that you have to. Because it was fun. It was interesting because they spoke about the stuff like even with the world, like trying to take back this stuff like this sexualized behavior, like they're trying to own this. I'm a bad bitch. All of this kind of stuff. All the rest of it. Yeah, and how that them even trying to reclaim it isn't actually helpful. Do you see what I'm saying? Because actually you're still putting these girls in promiscuous situations. You're still getting like all of those challenges we spoke about before, the busted challenge, this challenge. Don't get me wrong, as an adult, I scrolled the timeline. I was like, okay, cool. But anyone that looked like they was a bit, whoa, I skipped it, you get me? Because I'm thinking, I'm not trying to advocate or promote any of that foolishness, you get me? But it is that mindset as for the girls and for the boys, like you said, Merv, like what we watch, what we observe, what we look. Do you get me? Like all the things that we can look. That girl on Zeze spoke about the fact that she was on Babe Station as an underage, bruv. Underage on Babe Station and all of the kind of stuff they did. And that's, you know what I mean? It was hella triggering. It was hella triggering. But I think it was, for me as well, it's important for Zeze to be able to have that kind of thing on her platform as well, because I think it was important for sometimes the people to be able to bring to a wider audience.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. But yeah, so that was Zeze Mills and Tricky's DaddylessDaughters. All right, the last thing we'll do before the weekly roundup, well, it's not even the last thing to be honest. Hashtag pray for Tiger Woods. It came out just before the pod that Tiger Woods was involved in a car accident and he's been rushed to hospital and they're doing emergency surgery. So
I think something further come out and said it's non-life threatening.
Okay.
Which is good.
Okay. But obviously it's his legs as well. So hopefully, I mean, he still wants to play golf. I don't know. I mean, but yeah, I hope that he is okay.
Yeah, man.
And in Adesha times, boy, you can go in hospital and anything can happen, boy.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, people, that was the weekly roundup. Seen a bit longer this week. We actually got
I know, boy.
There's things going on. Jeez. All right. Let's go back to it, guys. Wandavision Episode 7. All right. How many of you watched Wandavision and then didn't watch any other videos afterwards? Like, so none of you have gone to stuff like the Emergency Awesome, or you've gone to like Comic Explained, or was it so like in your head that you're like, oh my God, I need to know what's going on?
Yeah, I just wanted because I wanted to know more about Agnes. That's the why I went on to the
other platforms.
The other platforms, yeah.
Yeah, I just watched my normal reviews after I watch it, but I didn't watch anything that explains who Agnes is, or like I just thought, you know what, I'm just gonna stay away from all of the WandaVision lore and just concentrate on what I see on the TV. Do you know what I mean? And then probably read up on it when it finishes. But yeah.
To be fair, I already knew who Agnes was.
Yes,
straight.
No, I already knew from like, and one is a show that I watched, and you know they kind of had an idea. You know, all other people have an ideas, and I kind of like, and the idea more or less come to light and what it is.
Yeah.
What did you not think of the episode?
Yeah, man, sick, bro.
Yeah, sick. It was sick.
Yeah, I love it. Not to do a Merv, but I just love the ending. I loved it. It was such a like.
Do it, man. Do it. Yeah. Everyone wants to talk about it, innit?
No, I love the end of the Agnes, like, oh, like the big reveal, like it's the way it was so cheesy, but it was so like on point. Do you know what I mean? Like I loved it. Man.
And I killed Sparky too.
But R.I.P. Sparky, man. R.I.P. my doggy dog Sparky. You get me?
I was confused because did she kill Sparky?
Yeah, well, she said she
no,
did.
no, I know she said she did, but I swear they were stroking Sparky in her apartment.
No,
that's a rabbit. That was a rabbit.
Was it a rabbit? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, but the great reveal was
I saw
awesome.
White Animal, bro.
And the thing is, like, and they probably fooled us because that previous episode with her and Vision,
Yeah,
Like, maybe she's not a bad person.
Yeah,
It's like,
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
It's like they showed all the little behind the scenes of what she was actually doing from even episode 1. So
trust me, mad. A little purple, like just She's sick. So did she bring back Quicksilver? Was it her then, basically?
Yeah. And so technically, Quicksilver is not really.
Well, we don't know
dead.
But we don't know Agnes's power. We don't know.
Yeah.
No, my mind's thinking he's actually dead. Then that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, no, he was dead. Quicksilver was dead anyway. He was dead.
I know. I mean, I know this whole multiverse kind of concept. Is he from a multiverse?
No. We don't know.
That's the thing.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. Is he from the multiverse, or is he actually dead and he will no longer exist in Marvel?
Is it one of these things where they might have got him from the multiverse and put him in Pedro's corpse? I don't know. It's mad, but then again, his corpse would be like suit is two-tone. I'm going to take. Right.
No, but it's the same way that about Vision though. Like, how is Vision walking? How is Vision talking?
See, Vision makes more sense to me because she actually took his body.
Yeah, but even then, though, she took his body, and even then, we thought that she took his body just because she missed him, whatever. But then you also kind of go into the fact that actually, my man they were trying to weaponize him.
Yeah.
And that's actually why she then took the body.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well,
do we know that?
Do we know exactly? Do we know that? It's a story we've been told, but not from her.
Yeah, exactly.
Possibly, I don't know.
I go for a 50-50 really. And like you said, we were saying last week, she was a woman scorned, she was upset, she lost this, she lost that. And it could be a case where they wanted to potentially use Vision as a weapon, and she was like, no, I miss him. I want him back alive. I want my life again. You know, she listen, at the end of the day, she had a part to play in regards to the hex and where everything's set up. And obviously Agnes, I don't know how her Agnes got together, but there's somehow, obviously, when Wanda was her weakest point, Agnes was there to like say,
manipulate and stuff.
Yeah, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? Think about this. Just jotting those ideas in your head, and it makes you go wild. And she controlled more or less everything. And it's quite clear that time when she was in a car, didn't know where to go. She knew what she was doing.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
She knew what she was doing. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing, Vision.
Yeah, because that was your theory last week, isn't it? She didn't know where she was going, and
that was me. Yeah, that was me. Yeah.
But I did like this week's style as well, like kind of that whole Modern Family sort of vibe.
I never watched Modern Family. I never watched it.
Breaking the fourth wall sort of thing.
Yeah,
like
that was really good.
Yeah.
Go on.
And they just do those little scary bits in it when it's like when Wanda was talking and the woman asked her questions like, you're not supposed to ask questions. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like
no, but
that was yeah.
So do you know what? But the thing is, it wasn't a woman that spoke; it was a man.
It was a man. Yeah.
Right. So honestly, I expected to see Doctor Strange. I don't know what made me. I said to myself, "Who she?" I thought the great reveal would be like someone like Doctor Strange at the end.
Yeah.
And when the person spoke, and I thought, it's not Doctor Strange. Who's that?
No, but you got to remember, there's no one speaking.
No, but there was no one speaking.
But that's what I'm saying. In reality, there's no one speaking. This is all in her mind.
Oh, like, yeah, of course.
When they're breaking the fourth wall, there's no one. They're not really talking to anybody. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not real. It's just
like,
their thoughts.
Like when Bridget was like, what am I doing? Like, they just took the microphone off and all that. It just come out.
Obviously, and a big, well, not big reveal, but obviously we all knew that Monica's now Spectrum, isn't it? So
yeah.
Yeah.
So is she called Spectrum? Yeah, is that
she got two names, isn't it? She got two names, I'm sure. Spectrum, and there's another one. Yeah, but no, I like that, man. I like that. Like, I was getting excited. I don't know why, but I was just like, because I don't really know her story, but I'm thinking, yeah, this must be your introduction to your power, isn't it?
I love the fact that I don't know any of their storylines. Like, I love the fact that I don't know their storylines. I love the fact I haven't gone to Comic Explained or any of that stuff. So for me, this is all new. Now, I know you have, Kel, it's fine. But I mean, like, this is all new. Like all of this stuff is new. Like, so all of the characters are new. I know they talk about the House of
House of M, yeah.
But I know nothing about the House of M. And it was interesting. I think I did go to the Emergency Awesome video. I can't remember what one I went to, yeah. But basically, it went to an interview with Wanda, like not Wanda, the actual actress that plays Wanda.
Elizabeth Olsen.
Yeah. This was Infinity War. Yeah. And she spoke and she said, like, oh, she talks about the playing her Wanda. She said, like, oh, it would be amazing if they ever did like the House of M. That was like one of my favorite storylines about her and all this. And it was like she almost kind of revealed it years before it even happened. Like,
yeah.
And I was like, wow, again, I don't know the House of M. Do you know what I mean? I wasn't a comic book head like that.
We're lucky. We're in a time where we've experienced, to be fair, we've had repeats since we were like 10 years old of every superhero, Spider-Man, Batman, Superman. Now we're going to a different time in our life where we're going to experience absolute new comic
heroes,
heroes, you know, and it's like, and now it's mind-blowing to us.
Yeah.
Now, and it'll be a case of we'll be the ones who go and be collecting the comics, reading out, finding out all that kind of information.
If you think over the last year, like couple of years, The Boys, all of these kind of things, like Watchmen when it came back out, all of, do you know what I mean? Like all of these, it's consistent, man. And the thing is, they're all good products.
Yeah. All of them. All
good products. So we're here for Wandavision. We've got 2 more episodes left for the series.
Where's everyone think the twins are? Where do you think they are?
Oh yeah, because they disappeared in the house.
Yeah. I just think she sent them to the shop.
Nah, she's done something.
I don't know.
She's done something. She's done something in the basement.
Yeah.
I don't think she would have done.
No, she has. She's done something to him.
Bro, this is Agnes, bro.
And it's the also, is Agnes controlling her, you think, or is someone else controlling Agnes?
But obviously we know the big one, right? Who she's working for, right?
Well,
M.
Yeah. That's
M,
more or less.
Or
that's the name of it. M as in mother, like as in M for mother.
Oh,
I'm just saying the first letter of the name, innit?
It's helping you too much.
I thought it was N.
Maybe I don't know.
No, it's not. It's not N.
No. I'm worried.
I'm googling.
Okay, no, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know who it is. That's why for me, like I said, this is all interesting.
I think it's M. You know, it is M.
It's M.
Yeah,
it's M.
Yeah.
It's M. The way it's
yeah.
M.
Cool. I don't know who it is. Then that's good. Well, we've got 2 more episodes of Wandavision. No, let's keep it moving, man.
Yeah.
Does Captain America does that come straight afterwards? Yeah. No, Captain America.
Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
It's due March, isn't it? It's due March.
I really think that's going to be the weakest link out of all of them.
No, brother.
Hold your tongue.
No, I've tried, innit? I've tried.
He's not going to have another episode of him just slewing Falcon and Winter Soldier for no reason, bro.
No,
like,
but
allow them, bro. Allow them.
I know. I've tried to be confident. I've really tried.
What for me would be interesting is how Falcon and Winter Soldier's story now interweaves within this Marvel universe. It's more what I want to know. So, for example, where you've had Wandavision, although it's separate, you can see there are clear links to what's been going on in the MCU. I'd want to know how that is still going to happen, and is it in a similar timeline?
Yeah. So, do you think they'll? I was going to say, do you think they'll mention each other? But then again, that Falcon was meant to come out before WandaVision, right?
Yeah, and that's what I was saying, because Falcon and Winter Soldier was supposed to come out first.
Okay.
And maybe they just might do one of them ones where, like, you know how they slotted in Ant-Man and the Wasp? That was like in between.
Yeah. Infinity War and Endgame.
Yeah. So might do like that.
Okay, it'll be interesting. 2 more episodes, like you said, and I'm excited.
I like Merv, though. Every Friday, you know, this is for the first time watching on a Friday, though. Usually I wait till Sunday, but last week I couldn't wait. I was like Friday.
No time to wait, bro.
Nah, you know what I do? You know another reason why I have to wait? It's because we record on Tuesdays. Yeah, I don't want to watch it too early, bro.
Yeah. Usually I watch it on a Sunday, man. Usually.
I try and save that, man. I try and save it.
I watched it on a Sunday as well. I watched it on a Sunday.
I need time to digest. And then the first thing I did was I had to put in the group. I said, whoa. Like, that was nuts. To be fair, I was actually going to watch it again today. So I was like full up to speed of it. But I think I'm looking forward to when it finishes to be able to watch it, to bulk watch all of them.
Yeah.
That's how I was on the last episode of Mandalorian, boy. I was Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, bro. Yeah, straight.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah, we'll get on that. We'll get on that, innit?
Yeah. Bro, as long as we get onto it before series 3 of Mandalorian, we're good, bro. Let's not really get to it before series 3.
You're better.
Yeah, no, we're gonna get it. All right. That brings us to a series that had come out on, oh my God, what was this? Prime. It was Prime. Called Soulmates. All right. And the concept of Soulmates was there was a test that you can take and it will tell you who your soulmate is. Yeah. So who the person you should be with. So it is very much Black Mirror-ish or Black Mirror-esque. And then you have the opportunity, if you match with your soulmate or your soulmate also takes a test, it will let them know. And I don't know, you can get encouraged to meet your soulmate.
Yeah.
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 If your soulmate hasn't done the test yet, it will just tell you that your soulmate hasn't tested yet.
Yeah.
And you could be already in a relationship and you might want to go and find out your soulmate.
You could be married.
You could be married and want to find out your soulmate. You could be single and want to find out your soulmate. Yeah. And this is the person that you'll feel love for the strongest. And it's an undeniable love. So it's not even that like this is somebody who's going to make you like fix you or it's going to be a bed of roses, but this is undeniable love. How do you love? And actually, so there's 6 episodes and each of them, although they're linked within the theme of Soulmates, the testing, each of them is 6 separate stories. Yeah. What did you, man, think of Soulmates?
Didn't watch it.
All right. Thanks, Rich. If you just mute me. All right.
It messed in my head, man. Like, yeah, no, but as you're saying about Black Mirror, I think a couple of the writers from Black Mirror did write episodes as well. So it has got that whole vibe and it's sort of set in the not so distant future as well, like 2026 or something like that. But bro, this is some conflicting themes, you know. And for that reason, if it ever was real, I'm not taking it. I'm not taking it at all, bro. Because it's mad how I think what's so good about it is that I thought, how can you do 6 episodes, let alone even a couple of episodes? Like, what's going to be that much? They should have just made it into a film or something. You know what I mean? But it was so interesting how they done. Yeah, the whole theme was Soulmates, obviously the test, but what happened with each individual stories. So
sick, man.
Yeah, you just got the person, you just got that normal kind of relationship. You got the serial kind of killer, like I don't know, just the crazy, like All right, we'll go through each episode. Yeah. Like we'll go through each episode. Kel, what did you think of it?
I loved it, man. I told you, man. Like,
Kel brought us on. Kel brought us
on. I'm not just saying, but I loved it. Like that's why I didn't want to talk about it last week because I didn't want to spoil it for you, man. Innit? So I want you guys to go and watch it. But yeah, I loved every episode, all of them. You know what I mean? It was just sick. They're all so different, and the scenarios were so different from each scenario.
Yeah,
like you said, it's all about a soulmate, about an app and all that. But there's so many stories came out from that. There's that one app that you can do.
It's incredible.
Yeah, loved it.
All right, so we had the first one, which was Watershed. Okay, which was the girl and her friend wanted to take the test, and she thought her friend was selfish for taking the test.
Exactly.
Because she was already in a relationship. And she took the test, and then she got with her soulmate, and then she thought like, well, the friend's partner started getting vexed. She was like, well, what did you expect? You're
exactly.
Selfish.
You know,
like, what did you expect? Then she's having a little bit of a rough patch between her and her husband, so she goes to take the test. Then she
no. She said she's going to take the test, but she didn't. But so the husband thought, okay, you're going to take it, I'll take it. So the husband took it, but she didn't take the test. So she came back saying, babes, I didn't do it. Don't worry.
Yeah.
You can work this out. He was like,
I took my test. I'm going to meet the person.
Yes.
But you know what? She didn't. I don't think she really treated him in the nicest of ways. Anyway, like it's almost like she kind of pushed him to take it because he wasn't interested. And
at all.
Each time their relationship like went on throughout the program, she was just treating him like an idiot.
Yeah.
Like, she was just like just being rude, just and it's like she was just very self-centered, and he probably just thought, you know what, I just want to take this test just for the sake of like, am I supposed to be with this person because our relationship is really breaking down? And then but do you know what? It's so funny because that episode was quite predictable, but at the same time, it was still good. I think that it was. I knew that was going to happen. That she'd end up not taking it, and he was going to take it.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
So that was the first one, and for me, I'm not going to ask Joe. Let me save the questions. I'll ask the little investigation questions afterwards. Yeah. That was the first episode. The second one was about the professor.
Yeah. That was deep. Yeah.
AKA Daniel Hardman, bad man. Anyway,
yeah, bad man.
Bad
man. Suits. If you know,
Suits.
If you know, you know, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a really good one because obviously this professor, he's got a history, obviously, and he kind of manipulated. He used his power and his stature,
status,
to make everyone feel that a girl that he was seeing, a student that he was seeing, made it all up and she was crazy and blah blah blah. Whereas it was a relationship and it was a mutual consent and they both loved each other. But when it all came out, it was like, no, she's the crazy one. She doesn't know what she's talking about. She needs help in it. So obviously, not knowing she had a sister who also manipulated him into thinking that she was his soulmate, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. And I was so confused. I was like, what's going on? Because
it was when he was going like, no, but how did you get my results? My results and like are blocked, blah blah. She was like, I hacked the system. I was thinking, what's going on here?
Then, they slept together. I was like, okay, cool, all hunky dory. And then when she planned to meet him again, and then she used to go quiet, innit? And then he goes, listen, I miss you. Let's meet up again, this hotel, maybe there. That next girl turns up. I was bad. Like,
one of his other students, isn't it?
One of the other student turns up and stuff like that. And obviously the whole big reveal comes at the end where that girl is the sister of the girl so that girl could commit suicide.
Yeah.
So all the trauma, no one believed in her, blah, blah, blah. So obviously that sister was the one behind it all. And she and the way she became friends with the wife as well.
Yeah.
Man came up from work and saw her sitting down, busting, joking the missus. Ay.
Bro,
the way my heart will drop out of my body, bro.
Bro, can you imagine? I don't have. Oh, no.
When I saw that, I just got chills. I was like,
bro.
End me now.
Trust me. Because you think about it, he's just come back from that hotel thinking, what the hell's happened? And you come to the house, she's there, chilling with your wife. Bro, straight MDK. But anyway.
So that episode, then we had another episode, which was with the people that were in the almost open relationship.
Yeah, that was good.
Which one was that one? Open relationship?
That's the one with the black.
That was good. Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one. Yeah, that was good. Yeah.
And then they were obviously in a relationship, open relationship, and then the girlfriend takes the test and all the rest of it. She goes off, and they start introducing other people into their relationship.
Yeah.
It's just all worked out in the end, fine, isn't it? That was
I guess the maddest thing. But I think it was weird because like you were married for somebody for so long, or you was with somebody for so long, like that was your partner, your go-to, your best friend, all of that kind of stuff. And then all of a sudden, because a test tells you that you're supposed to be with someone else, then you just go with someone else. I mean, in her case, it was a woman. Like she just ended up with another woman. It's like, whoa.
She wasn't even that way inclined, was she?
Nah.
Mad, isn't it? Mad.
But it was weird. It's weird how it's like the undeniable love kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it's weird because like obviously they've got an open relationship, and like that's good because I think when I first watched the episode, I was a bit confused at first because I thought, okay, have they already met their soulmate and they're already doing other things with like other people? But no, they were just having an open relationship. But it's like the open relationship is okay, but actually meeting your soulmate just makes it real, isn't it? Like,
he was like, whatever you do, you can't sleep with her.
Yeah.
And even to be fair, I thought he was quite welcoming because he was like, okay, you've met your soulmate, she can be a part of the family, but just don't fuck her.
He was like he was very understanding, very accommodating to her needs. Like,
very mature, very mature.
Good on you, fella.
But I bet you though, if it was a male, he'll have a different tune.
Probably.
He'll have a different tune.
Yeah.
Trust me. Yeah.
Then you had the next one, which was the one in Mexico.
Oh yeah.
That was wild.
Bill Skarsgård.
Which had the guy from Skins.
Yeah, no Skins.
Misfits, sorry.
Misfits.
Nathan.
And the one that only It. Yeah.
This one was then, obviously, they went, and obviously the other guy was looking for his soulmate, and he was just on a layaway, going to his soulmate, and then he meets this guy, and they basically have a night of debauchery. Like, they do gambling, they beat, all of this kind of stuff, like, which was, I guess, it was an adventure. It was an adventure.
That was a rubber action adventure episode. Like,
it's went left, boy. I was like, what the hell is happening?
Like explosions and everything, man.
Yeah, bro.
Explosion, cockroach races. It was mad.
It's so funny.
Yeah, that was a joke, man. That was funny, man. Yeah.
But again, that was interesting again, because obviously you encourage him to go and find a soulmate, and he says to himself, like, well, actually, will my soulmate give me anything more than I've got here?
Yeah, exactly. Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean.
It's like, because obviously he took all his money. It's like, if I phone blah blah blah, he'll give me money. It's like, you don't even met him. Like, it's gonna, because you're my soulmate. Yeah, here's my here's like how many $3,000 whatever. Take it. Like, it's mad.
And then after this one, this is where for me, I think the series did go black, very much left almost, because it was like you had traditional kind of, they went through traditional relationships, male female, they went through gay relationships, all that kind of stuff, and you kind of went through that open relationships. And then like episode 5 for me was like, these were people whose soulmates had died.
Oh yeah.
So then they tried to like become almost like a cult.
Yeah,
and the guy was just taking advantage of them.
But this is the real world, because people will do that.
Yeah,
people take advantage of the weak and the feeble, like the ones that are hurt. These are cults are made anyway. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So like, that was a good one as well, though. That was good.
That was good.
Yeah.
And then it would become death buddies and life buddies.
Yeah. Her vomit in the hair, like that was so funny.
Again, but I like the fact that they have some established actors and actresses in throughout.
Do you know what? There's the amount of British actors in there doing American, like, it's mad. I thought,
but they'll see pissed Americans, They'll see pissed.
You come on. We heard Samuel Jackson have this conversation about.
I know. They must be pissed, man.
Like, it's amazing. Like, because even the one in the cult one, the guy that was the preacher guy, he was like, he's British as well, isn't he? Like, he's been in. I feel, wow, man. And like, yeah.
Come on, look at the Wire. McNulty and Stringer Bell were both British.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then we had the last episode, was episode 6, which was the one with the
serial killer
again. It just went a bit left for me, but
yeah, boy, it's easy. I
remember that one.
Yeah. So if you're my soulmate and I like killing, you must like it as well. So he made sure he got it out of her. Like,
he opened he opened a part of her that she didn't know that she wanted to be open.
Yeah.
And you couldn't control it once it was opened.
Yeah. So is she now okay, we don't know, but is she now a serial killer now, basically?
Well, she's killed more than one person. So yeah.
And she was what's her name from Baker and Bad, isn't it? The aunt or sister-in-law. No, the sister of, I can't remember her name, but she was in Breaking Bad anyway.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, Sky's sister. Yeah, anyway,
we'll just say
Yeah, Sky. I mean, Skylar, I think her name is, whatever.
Sky's sister. But for me, okay, like I said, for me, when I watched it, I just thought of bare questions, and it was questions that I was like, the thing is, I didn't write them down, but it was like questions I said, I'm going to ask the man on the pod, but then I kept saying to myself, I don't know if I want to answer these questions myself. So what I'm going to do...
Ask Rich, he didn't watch it.
Good face.
Oh, thank you.
For me, they were just questions. There were questions that when you watch it, you want to ask. Like, all right, the first one is, would any of you take the test? I'm not going to ask you all the other questions. Would you take the test?
I don't. I said it in the beginning. No.
Nah.
No.
I don't. Yeah. you know what? If you're happy, if you're happy, what that show proves is that if you're happy in your relationship, there's no point. Because even the first one, yeah, at the end, they were like, you know what? Like, obviously, I'm with my soulmate, but I miss you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they both want to say, see when she's in the car, she's looking back. Like, I mean, and even the third one with the
Open relationship.
yeah, like she had to go back to him because I found my soulmate, but like I want you back because we had.
You gave me something that my soulmate can't give me.
So from that evidence, you can tell that if you're happy in your relationship and things are going well, just leave it. It's fine.
What if the missus was trying to apply pressure because she wanted to know, is she your soulmate? Because that's, like in my head, I feel like that's what would happen. Like, go on, babes, go on, I think you should take it. I want you to tell me, like, like in their heads, like that's what they're thinking.
Then it's her fault. It's your fault. If you keep pushing me, like, take it, you're not my soulmate. It's your fault.
Consider this a divorce.
It's your fault. Because now I'm gonna start thinking now, like, boy, you know what I mean?
But the question is, do you intentionally ensure that she's not your soulmate?
No. It's an absolute.
Yeah, you can't. You have no control over it.
You have no control.
Okay.
Your soulmate is your soulmate.
Yeah.
Okay. Boy, you guys better hope, boy, that goes okay.
Yeah, like I said, that would be my last question on this soulmate question, because for me it was wild. Like, it was wild. Like, I was like, I don't believe in the app, but would you take it if you were single? Would you take it if you was not? What happened if her best friend was your soulmate? Like, obviously it's never been like in series 1, it was never that close. Yeah. It was always like some far away. But there is a second series that has been renewed. So it has been renewed for
is it? Okay, cool. Okay. Yeah.
How many episodes? How many episodes is that? 6?
6.
I'll catch up then. I'll catch up.
45 minutes each.
Yeah.
That's minor, yeah.
So as I'm saying, like, what happened? I mean, like, what would that be if it was like the soulmate was someone else? Like, so who was quite close to you?
Would you force yourself to stay in it?
I don't know. Do you know what it was? It almost felt like once they knew who their soulmates were, they couldn't stop the attraction happening.
Yeah.
Well, it's just because they know that, right?
Yeah. It was almost like just because they know now,
they have to do something.
And that's why even in the first one, where the first time her brother had an argument with the girl, she was like, okay, cool, that means that it's fine. And he was like, well, yeah, we had an argument, but we sorted it out, we squashed it, now we're good.
Yeah.
And she's like, what? Like, because in her mind, she needed one bit of doubt to mean that this is not for her.
Yeah.
I think, like I said, as a concept, I thought it was really good though. As a concept, it was amazing.
Very good.
Definitely,
like,
definitely.
Shout out Kel for bringing us onto this series. Because, like, it would have been a series that for me would have probably just passed under the rug. Like, I wouldn't.
I was gonna watch it anyway. I was curious about it. Like,
bruv, you know what? It's like I said, because sometimes I'll go to Prime, whatever. Yeah. But I don't have I'm not necessarily looking at recommendations. Like, to me, someone needs to tell me something for me to watch. But yeah, no, definitely shout out Soulmates. If you haven't watched it, do go and watch it.
Yeah.
We haven't ruined it too much. There are a few spoilers in there, but I feel like
that's heavy spoilers, mate.
you could still watch it and enjoy it.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, cool. Let's do a little bit of Someone Does Up. Anyone want to go first?
Me.
Okay, Richard. Rich, you're doing Up Behind the Eyes, yeah?
Yes. Behind the Eyes, out on Netflix now. Only 6 episodes, around about 45-minute each episode. It's more or less, it's based around 3 people, Louise, Adele, and David. Louise works for psychiatrist's office as a part-time job. And one day she goes out to meet someone, and her puff date or Tinder date flops, and it's not he didn't turn up. And at that present time, she bumped into someone and they got into a conversation. On the back of that conversation, they made an attempt to kiss, but nothing happened. And basically it's a case of both individuals go home. The next day when she went into the office to see her new manager, guess who her new manager was?
Oh, the same brother.
Yeah, Tom. So
Tom, and his name David.
is it? Sorry, David. Tom is his real name. Apologies.
Yeah.
Sorry, David.
It's Tom Bateman. Is his real name. Yeah.
Yeah. So she was like, "Oh no, like that's him," but she kind of hid away from him for a couple of days or so, and eventually they both clocked each other. In this case of, said, "Okay," she goes to him straight away. "Don't worry about it. I'm not going to say nothing. Just forget about it."
So massive ketchup stain on the shirt.
Oh, so you watched it?
Yeah, that part is life. But anyway, go on. Oh, man.
But yeah, that part of the catch-up stain, yeah. And I think where I've watched a couple of episodes, there was so you see a bit of a part of his family life, with his partner. It seems that she's got her own issues herself. There's a lot of flashback scenes of her being in some type of
like rehab, isn't it?
Yeah, rehab hospital, but when she was younger, and it manifests that her parents died in a fire, and David saved her from the fire. But that's more or less what she says to the person when she was in a rehab place. So that part is explained, but where she is, they're always talking about dreams, because she has dreams about fire constantly, and I think the guy who she's speaking to also has some type of dreams, and by coincidence, Louise has also dreams, which you will see a couple of episodes. You think she's having this standard nightmares, but her nightmares are walking nightmares. I can't remember what it's actually called.
Sleepwalks. Yeah.
Sleepwalks, but her nightmares in a sleepwalk.
Yeah.
Which is a bit. Apparently, it's a real thing. I was just like, wow, I definitely don't want that to happen to me ever. Yeah. So I don't want to go too much into it because I know Merv's watching it.
That's right, where.
Yeah, Merv's watching it. But I would say I've watched 3 episodes, but what I've said is probably 2 episodes. It really gets interesting on a third, and I'm trying to force myself to watch a couple episodes today to see what happens. But it definitely picks up, definitely. I know it's got a good little twist.
Okay.
6 episodes, you can't go wrong.
That's Behind the Eyes on Netflix.
Yeah, I tried. I tried. I just couldn't get with it, man. That for me, the acting was very, very poor. But that's neither here nor there, man. Very, very poor. It's just I could tell everyone's acting. Like you could just see it. The acting.
I can't lie. The son did remind me a bit of Raising Dion, innit? The son.
But even them, even the adults, it was just too acting. It was just too like. Oh. No, but anyway, I don't want to spoil it, man. So you might watch it.
The acting wasn't that bad. Yeah, Raising Dion kid, yeah, definitely. Thank God he went to France, boy.
Oh, you spoiled, boy. Spoilers.
And
the boy was kicked away to France, isn't it?
The actress that plays Louisa, she's also British.
It's a British.
Yeah, but it's a British.
Oh, it's a British thing.
Yeah,
it's British.
When I heard him start talking, I was like, I was
man. But obviously, I don't know nothing about this program. I was just trying to Google stuff while you lot was doing it.
Yeah, Nate tried to get in there. They got it wrong.
I was just trying to get the conversation. I didn't even know about it, bro. I didn't know nothing about it, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Right, it's good. It's good. It's worth a watch.
The only thing is, okay, there is one person, Dr. Sharma, yeah? Has he come out yet? Dr. Sharma.
Dr. Sharma.
No,
I don't know. But no.
Okay, never mind. All right, no worries.
See, how can you just read it and start spoiling it? This doesn't make no sense, bro. Just don't do it. Don't.
Hold on 1 second. Whoa. I was going to talk about who played the actor who played Dr. Sharma. I thought he was the guy that played, when we was talking about Street Fighter earlier, I thought he was the guy that played Blanca, you know, or Dalsim in Street Fighter, but I don't think it is. That's why I just...
No, it is.
It is him?
It is him.
Okay, that's what I looked. That's what I thought. It looked like him.
Yeah,
that was all it was. I was making a connection.
Okay.
All right, who's next?
You got Flame.
I believe it's my turn.
Go
right.
All right, Merv,
Yeah,
you're doing Bliss, yeah?
Yeah. So yeah, this was a nice little watch over the weekend. Like again, I can't remember what I was watching on Amazon, but the Soulmates I was watching, and I just jumped straight onto Bliss. Like, and I think it's because I just saw Owen Wilson and Salma Hayek, and I thought, well,
that's a weird partnership, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought, what weird. Like, I want to know more. I want to know more about this film, and I had no idea whatsoever what it's about. Like, so I just watched it, and from the get go, it's just I don't know. Yeah, from the get go, it's like okay, this is clearly a guy that's just got some issues. Like Owen Wilson's character, he's got some issues, and you know, you can see he's a bit on edge with things. He's just not. He just doesn't seem there. And then he meets Salma Hayek's character, and things just start happening, and you're like, yeah, it's hard to basically say without spoiling it, but you kind of question what reality you're watching basically, and it's just madness going on, and they're just going through some like sort of roller coaster of madness. Like it's a love story in it as well, so it's just like do you know it remind me of, Nate, when I was saying the other day on the Fully Geek Ladies pod, Fools Rush In.
Okay,
like, it sort of had that vibe to it, but it was just a different kind of like sort of setting. But no, it's a good watch, man. It's quite short as well, like hour and 45 minutes. But yeah, I can't say too much about it without spoiling it, and I don't want to spoil it. But
would you say it's worth a watch?
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
But hour 45, is that a normal time for every film? Or?
Not really. I'm clocking like 2 hours and a half these days, man.
Serious?
Yeah. Anything under 2 hours is safe, isn't it?
But true, that's the thing.
But yeah, so that I recommend that. It's a nice, sweet film.
Okay, and Emily looks quite sweet still. I don't know her, but the cast.
Oh,
yeah. I think Emily.
In Bliss.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I get. Yeah. I was like, what are you watching?
Merv was like, say nothing. All right, cool. Say no more. All right. I'll go and I'll let you close, Kel.
Yeah, man.
All right. There was two things that I'm a little bit cheating here. Just on a side note, please, if you haven't watched it already, please watch Flora and Ulysses on Netflix. I mean on Disney Plus. Yeah, it is game that aimed at a children's audience. But I think I want you, man, to watch it. Like, if you can watch it and then
what's it called?
Flora and Ulysses. I want to say Ulysses. It's Ulysses. Ulysses.
Yeah. You know, I can't lie to you. When you said that, I instantly thought of Ulysses 31 in the 80s. Ulysses. Yes. I thought I was getting excited. I thought, okay, it's not that one. It's not that one.
It's a. I think it's a book. I think it's a book that come out. But within this, is lots of superhero kind of references and stuff that you will enjoy.
Was it Netflix thing?
Disney Plus.
Disney Plus, okay.
Like I enjoyed it. I watched it with the kids yesterday. Like I enjoyed it.
Cool.
I definitely enjoyed it. But yeah, do go and watch that. But the thing I wanted to talk about was there was an interview last week. I think it's not This Is Your Life, because that was obviously Cilla Black, but Piers Morgan. Piers Morgan's Presents Your Life, or whatever the thing is, whatever he calls it. But he had an interview with ChrisEubank. Yeah. And it was an interesting interview with ChrisEubank, because obviously he kind of talks about ChrisEubank's growing up within the world and why ChrisEubank is the way he is. And what I enjoyed most about it was the fact that ChrisEubank, he's a very educated person and he's very clever in the way he talks and the way he thinks. And he didn't allow Piers to bully him whatsoever.
Not at all.
Yeah, not at all. Like he stuck it on Piers. He stuck it on Piers when he needed to stick it on Piers, yeah. And Piers couldn't handle it. Piers is so used to being able to manipulate the conversation the way he could. And there was a bit where like Chris actually said, "Hold on, did you cut me off there on purpose?"
Thank you.
Yeah, like you could see that Piers was like, whoa, like he couldn't take it where he wanted to. Like even when Piers Morgan, like he dropped something and he says to him, like, "Oh, so do you think marijuana or cannabis, whatever it is, should be legalized?" And then he looked at him, he said, "Well,
what do you think?"
What do you think? I think it'd be better because you have people that respect you and your opinion. I think it'd be more powerful coming from you than coming from me.
Yeah.
And I was like, good on you, ChrisEubank. You get me? He was going, bruv, he was going toe to toe with the brother. Yeah. Like,
you know,
I enjoyed
Eubank's
it.
a legend. He's an absolute legend.
I fully enjoyed it. And you kind of got to know a little bit about ChrisEubank and why, for example, he speaks the way he speaks or he talks the way he talks. And
upstairs, downstairs, isn't it?
Yeah, the TV show Upstairs, Downstairs. And also what it kind of, like, even when he talks about him in school and like Pierce was like, yeah, he used to get expelled a lot. He said, yeah, because I was sticking up for people that were getting bullied.
Nate, did you see that Pierce just focused on all the negative stuff?
Yeah, of course it was.
Focused on purely on his negative stuff, you know.
But that's what I'm saying. And that's where I think ChrisEubank held his own because he didn't allow Pierce to take him the way he wanted. Pierce was almost like, look, I want to paint him in this way.
Yeah, proper.
And ChrisEubank was like, no.
No, but so like I said, like everything was negative, but the expulsion thing and the way he come back says, I was standing up for people.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you know, so you wasn't the bully because you're a boxer now.
He said,
you know,
he said, I was standing up for people that were getting bullied. So I weren't allowing people to get bullied. And because of that, I was always involved in fights and the thing is, it was weird because that, like, what's the word? That bruv, that touched me here, yeah, because that's how I was in school. Not that I was getting, that was not the reason I was getting expelled. I got excluded and stuff for different reasons, isn't it? But
you got excluded
loads of times. Let's not talk. We'll do that another time. But on the education pod, we'll talk about that. But what it was though is, it was like he was sticking up for those that had no voice, and that's how I was in school. Like, I was not allowing people to get bullied. Like, you couldn't bully a man in front of me. Like, bruv, he comes to school just like you. He don't deserve to be bullied, bruv. Do you get me? No one comes out their house to be, do you get me? And that's, even now as a teacher, I'm still with that same mentality.
Yeah.
Like, I'll stick it on a bully for no reason, bruv. You know, the ones like, you're an idiot. And yeah, so that's what I'm saying. For me, it was interesting that he's like, way he stood up for himself and how he got into boxing. And even like, you could see when they spoke about Michael Watson. And even that, I was talking to my mum about the other day, and she was going, I remember where I was when that happened. I was like, so do I. And mum was like, how old was you? Yeah. I was like, I don't know, I was about 10 or something. It worked out I wasn't. I worked out about 8 or something, yeah. But I actually remembered where I was. Like, I remembered the whole thing.
I remember that as well.
I remember the day.
Yeah, I remember it properly. I remember it was on ITV or whatever it was. I remember watching it with my aunt and my uncle. Do you get me? But it was like, and Michael Watson, and I've met Michael Watson. He's a lovely man, yeah. And he was saying like, don't worry about it, Chris. This was in the past.
Yeah,
like,
man.
I'm about love. I'm not about hate.
But my eyes got watery then.
No, but it was. And then you saw ChrisEubank getting welled up a little bit. He's like, no. Yeah, get me, man. I'm gonna get a drink. You get me? Like, you know what I mean? It's that kind of mentality.
But you know, thank God that, you know, Mr. Watson progressed, because when he first came out of hospital,
I know. Yeah, it was bad.
It was bad, and you wouldn't think he would progress the way he has now.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying.
Speech, walking, etc.
It's amazing, like the fact that he even did the marathon, all of that kind of stuff. Yeah. And then, like, even the fact that obviously even that happened, it was never on purpose. ChrisEubank didn't do nothing that he didn't do in every other fight. It wasn't because of ChrisEubank. It was just a result of what happened. It was an accident.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Michael Watson was beating up ChrisEubank.
Yeah, knocked him down.
Yeah, knocked him down.
Yeah. And he just, you get me? It was a lucky, not a lucky, it was a lucky uppercut. You get me? Yeah. And for me, that's boxing in general, isn't it? Like, those are no kind of, that's fighting. But it was interesting, like I said, to see ChrisEubank's journey and why he was the was. And even like when Pierce was like, pressed him, like, what car do you drive? It's a car. Drives me from A to B. Yeah, but what car is it? It's a car that gets you from A to B.
It's a prick. Oh, but you know what? So more time, I got time for Pierce because I like the way he pushes buttons. But this time I was like, "You're a prick, bro."
Nah, to be honest, I'm gonna be real.
Doing his thing.
Man.
Pierce is doing his thing, but I think Pierce is a prick all the time.
I've seen Pierce interview other people when it comes to their sad parts or bad parts of their lives. He sympathizes with them. Yeah. But with ChrisEubank, he didn't at all. He was poking fun at it. Like when he talked about his dad, he goes, "Oh, your dad used to abuse you. He's that, and then he goes, that's the reason why you were expelled from school because your dad. Blah blah. No, Chris, hold on. No. My dad is you. Like what? Obviously, it's our culture. We obviously as black people, we know that the belt thing is standard. You know what I mean?
At that point, all of us were going, "Yeah, it is what it is, bro."
Yeah, it's standard. You know, and he goes, "No, it's more our brothers." That's why I was like that because my brothers used to bully me and not talk to me.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
That's mad. That is so weird that
I know
your own brothers would bully you. And he said that one particular brother didn't talk to him.
Never spoke to him.
That isn't weird though. Like it's weird because we probably had really good relationship with our siblings. But there are some people that you just don't get on with, innit? So like you can see that with those brothers.
Yeah, but Chris is the youngest, you know.
No, I know, but that's what I'm saying. It's like, so what can you do to him that would affect him the most?
Not talk to him.
Do you know what I mean? It's that kind of torture. Like you can rough him up, but eventually so what can you do to him that will make the most difference? You know, even as a parent, you know, like I think sometimes my mum beating me was one thing, whatever, but mum saying to me, you know what, son, I'm disappointed in you. Bruv, that burnt more than anything, bruv.
Yeah,
even your mum not talking to you, it burns.
Bruv, it burns, bruv. Yeah, and it was that kind of thing. But like I said, for me, it was definitely a very good insight into ChrisEubank's life. And I would implore all of you to try and watch it. I know most of you have watched it within the pod or whatever, but I think it's really good. It's on ITV Player or ITV or whatever, catch up, whatever the thing is. But yeah, it was very good. I enjoyed it.
But the other thing that I missed out on it, I wanted to... It seems when they talk about people's lives, it's too short because ChrisEubank, there could have been more because they didn't touch anything else about his other son, who's also a boxer. He's in the US.
Yeah. He's not in the US. Is he here? He's here.
No, he wasn't. Well, he was in the US anyway.
No.
Yeah, but that's why Pierce. But that's why I'm saying
the black son. He's got a black son, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's why it's about Pierce. It was more about Pierce and where Pierce Morgan wants to kind of take you and where he does. Yeah. And for me, that is how Pierce Morgan is on the morning in GMTV or whatever it is. Yeah, he's like, I know he's just talking about why don't the MPs want to come on there? They don't want to come on there, Pierce, because you're a dick, bro.
Yeah. But one story that Pierce should have gone towards was like, I want to know more about his mum. Why did the mum leave? Mum left them.
Oh yeah.
To America. He went there. I thought Pierce would be like, also, when you reunited with your mum, how was that? And did you guys was you able to like discuss why she left and blah blah blah? Man didn't touch on anything. No, even the period he went to Jamaica to live there for a while. Like, also, how was Jamaica for? How was that changed for you? What was that experience like in Jamaica? Nothing. Man just focused on negatives, and that was it.
And you know what? You know, all this time, I thought ChrisEubank was Nigerian, bruv.
Nah. Always use Jamaican.
Honestly, I thought he was. Something told me that he's Nigerian. I don't know because of the nostrils or something like that. But something in my head, I thought he was Nigerian from the get-go. When I heard Jamaican, I thought, wow, how can I know where he's come from? You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, Jamaican, man. Jamaican. No, but don't remember Mike used to say that they're cousins. Remember Mike? You used to say they're cousins.
Is it?
Yeah. He's related to Eubanks.
I refuse to believe.
All right, but that was the Pierce Morgan interview with Eubanks.
Yeah.
But go ahead, Kel. Take us away.
Yeah. All right, cool. I know, guys. I know I said PerfectPlanet. I'm gonna allow it. Yeah, but just one more. I just do one more animal. That's it. I promise. It's the end. But bruv, yeah, the grizzly bears, bro. The grizzly bears. Remember, I told you that obviously these man hibernate through the winter, innit, and it's chilling, whatever. So obviously when they wake up now, they get me. The sun's out, and they're mad hungry, innit. So obviously, their main staple diet is salmon. So springtime salmon's they're all about it. So all the bears come out from all parts of the woods in it to this stream where all the salmons are, and because the salmons are like not fresh, but they're very active at the stage because I don't know why, but it's just that part of the season of spring, they're very active in it. So the birds are trying to catch them and eat them, and they're struggling like proper like trying to catch the fish. The fish are too fast, too slippery. So obviously they're all getting peeved in it. And then there's some old bear that comes like, yeah, what's going on, John? What's going on, Steve? You all right? Yeah.
That's it.
Bro, because they're all struggling. Man goes into the sea Like, yo, where you going? I just go for a little swim in it. Man just swims. Man just swimming in the sea. Not the sea, but it's like a lake.
Yeah.
Swimming. And just dives under. And man just yamming, because apparently this is a part of the lake where the old salmons die in it.
Yeah.
So, but man didn't show no one in that. Man didn't show none of his boys. None of them. You see them sweating over there trying to get salmon. He didn't show none of his boys in that. Man just on these J's, lonesome. Just swam like, yeah, what's going on, boys? Yeah, I'm just going for a swim. I'm back in a second. Yeah. Man just went this yamming. This he go dive. Yamming the salmon, the dead salmon, bro. Why is all these boys are there struggling, starving, you know? And then it kills me. But also another part where the bears love the fish eggs, in it. So,
that was
yeah. So like I don't know how they know which one's the male and the female fishes, but they know, innit? So they're like, okay, cool, this is the one. What's this one? They just put the paws on it and the eggs squirt out.
Bruv, I'm not gonna lie, to me that was like, bruv, seeing it, like, and I know that's caviar or whatever, innit?
Yeah, caviar, yeah.
I was like, oh god, that made me feel so ill.
Yeah, it's pure food. I love it because it's very rich in nutrients, isn't it?
I can't lie. Up until you said that, I probably wanted some salmon to eat. You know, I was making.
Salmon's the one, boy. It's the one.
Straight.
Yeah, man. But yeah, so I've been hearing about this Britney, because I've been hearing about this Britney Spears documentary, innit?
Yes.
Yeah, I've been hearing it like here. A time, all of them ones say, "I'm a slave for you." Yeah, all them lyrics. But and obviously I watched a joke on the podcast and it came up, and they were talking about how Justin Timberlake released an apology letter to Britney. I was like, wow, what do you do? I thought, let me watch this documentary. And
the documentary on Sky Documentaries, if you want to watch it on legal platforms.
Well, why did you have to go there for? Why? But yeah, so it's, bruv, like, going back to the whole daddyless and being molested, like, they'll show the clip of Britney when she's a little girl. I'm talking 5, 6, singing, yeah. And this old presenter goes to her, "Have you got a boyfriend?" She's like, "No." She's like, "Why have you got a boyfriend?" She's like, "Oh, because boys are mean." And the presenter goes, "What about me? I'm not mean, am I?" I'm like, hold on, you're big, you're 50 plus, and you ask a little girl to say, "What about you?" Like, but anyway, that pissed me off anyway. But anyway, so it just showed like Britney's childhood, you know what I mean? Where she grew up in some small town. Obviously, she was like in the church. She used to go to church all the time, singing in the choir and whatnot. And it just showed her how she moved from that small town to New York because the mum believed in her and thought that she would get recognized in New York. So sent her to stage school. Then the Mickey Mouse Club picked her up. That's where Christina Aguilera was.
And Justin.
Justin. And I think a few other pop stars were there. And you know what I mean? And they made them into superstars, basically. But the main part of the story is about her dad. Her dad was vacant in her growing up. Her dad was like a gambler, alcoholic. Just wasn't involved in her childhood at all. And obviously, during the documentary, you see her growing up, having boyfriends here. And when it goes to Justin Timberlake part, it's because obviously when they broke up, he was saying that she cheated on him, basically. No, Cry Me a River tune. In the video, she's kissing the next man, blah, blah. And then he goes on the radio station and asks, "Oh, did you sleep with Britney?" He goes, yeah, I slept with Britney. And so he just painted her in a bad, painting her as and they showed the difference between how they treat girl pop stars and male, because NSYNC were fine, Backstreet fine. There was no, because there was a manager that works with both Britney and the boy bands, you know what I mean? And she was saying that how the contrast is mad, like the way they treat females, superstars, and the males is so different. Like the men get left alone to do whatever they want to do what they please, and there's no press, there's no bad press, there's no nothing, you know what I mean? But the moment Britney does anything, there's no press, you know what I mean? And this sort of her mental state throughout the whole time and stuff like that. But anyway, so over the time she shaved her hair off and she attacked the paparazzi, the umbrella and all that stuff, yeah. So a judge, for some reason, it's so weird. Like the judge for some reason said you can't see your kids, you can't spend your money without some sort of contract. What's it called again? Conservative. I can't remember what it's called, but some sort of contract where someone has to monitor your outgoings, incomings, like control your.
think it's a sister that does that.
No, it's a dad.
Oh, it's a dad.
It got.
Okay.
I think about her dad come out of nowhere, you know, out of nowhere, and he's got talk because if you want to see your kids, I'm not sure what happened between her and her mum because apparently her mum's not in the picture at all, but her dad has come out of nowhere and goes, "Yeah, I'll take this on," and the judge was like, "Yeah, cool. You can't see it unless this contract is signed. You can't see your kids. You can't spend your money. All this goes to your dad. Your dad has full control of everything you do. Do you know what I mean? It's bad, bro. So basically, the dad has control till today. Like the dad has full control of everything she does." And,
because I've seen that on the news. I thought it was a sister wanted control.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was a dad. The dad's got full control, and he's not letting go basically. And apparently she'd be sending like little code messages on Instagram on her stories, and there's a whole podcast dedicating to Britney Spears, like trying to unravel what she's trying to say in the stories and whatnot. Because the dad's got control, she can't outright say, "I'm in trouble, help me." Do you know what I mean? It'll put her in trouble and stuff like that. So this is mad that she's basically a slave for her dad, and it's just sad, man. Just watching the whole story, it's sad. It's sad.
Yeah, this is a quick thing. There's a part where I just googled it on the news. Now, her sister did try and take ownership of her finances as well.
Oh, okay.
From her dad.
All right, maybe to try and help. Okay. Maybe.
Yeah. So, but they're going through a whole legal process.
Yeah. So now Britney's got so people are protesting because this podcast and stuff. A few people deciphering the messages on her page. Like there's protest in it to free her, like free Britney. So I think the only way she come up with a contract is by protesters apparently. So this is helping her. Yeah.
Like, listen, Britney's been through a lot, growing up as a star, from the young age, being exposed to stuff, exploited, just like, with Samantha and all that kind of stuff. Britney Spears is, when you're famous and you're exposed to so much things so early in life, it messes with your head. And she's gone through so much where the fact that a judge is ruling you not being able to look after your finances, your whole children concept, it's crazy.
It's mad.
But there is some way she might be giving us the codes or whatever it is, but for someone to rule that for her, something is genuinely wrong.
Yeah, apparently they say the dad knows the judge and stuff like that. That's what they're saying. So it's like the dad done this whole thing behind the scenes where, it's all conspiracies, but it's wrong, man. It's wrong. Poor girl, man. Poor girl.
And that shit, wasn't it Kevin Federline she had kids with or something?
Yeah. She's got 2 sons with him. Yeah.
Who's Kevin? Is he an actor? Is he
No, I think he was a dancer. Right?
He was a dancer. Okay. And then after going out with Britney Spears, I think he went out with Niecy from Mauritius.
Nah, before. He was with her before.
Oh, he's with Niecy before. And then he broke up with her to go out with Mauritius, to go out with Britney.
Yeah.
I don't know why. As a child, you just remember that story.
He's got kids with Niecy as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. It was just something I remembered as a child.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. All right. I thought you would have. Have you watched? Just on a random Kel, have you watched Animals on the Loose yet?
No.
So Animals on the Loose, I started watching. I haven't finished it. It's on Netflix, and it's with Bear Grylls. And it's like an interactive story. So do you remember they did that interactive story of Black Mirror where you could choose the answer, like you could choose what happens next? Yeah. So it's the same thing, but with these animals on the loose. And like these different animals escape from this zoo in South Africa, like a lion. I can't remember what the other 2 animals were, a monkey and something else, And basically you've got to decide what you go and say first, and all of the different things have consequences, like you by pressing your options and stuff like that. So it's one of the interactive things.
But I don't think I like it because they know their natural habitat and they're being captured and kept in places they're not meant to be kept in and stuff like that. So I probably won't enjoy it. I don't like to see animals in captive or being trained or whatever. Do you know what I mean? So I don't. And even like when you go not to go off topic, but when you go to Dubai, you see these sharks, these fish tanks, all that. They've cut their teeth out and stuff like that, bro.
Okay.
Like, I hate that, bro. Yeah.
No. Save the animals, boy. No, but I don't think. I don't know. It was just the fact it was interactive and that the lion is in like some lion park, or whatever, in South Africa, isn't it? Like they don't trap it. Like they just basically want to get the lion back into the habitat. But he's escaped through the fence, and then like you press the button, he tries to attack this camp, and then they try to do this. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, but if you're into that stuff. But I now feel bad because Kel just made me feel bad about animals. So on that bombshell, guys, that's episode 80.
Come on.
80.
Episode 80.
Big up.
Big up.
Those who get big up hands. Any of you that did notice, this was Civil War. Okay, that's Civil War. It's Cat versus Iron Man and the team. But all right, people.
This is Catboy driving away from Godzilla, by the way.
And for the rest of us, I'll see you next week, guys.
Come on.
Peace.
Like, share, subscribe, all that.
Mm-hmm.